1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Let's start this off in grand fashion, man.
Fools go right there.
Trouble was right there on that corner, staring right at us.
Yeah, they rolling hard.
Let's get it popping, man.
Real good, real good.
Let's have a legendary live today. Yes, sir.
Fuck niggas.
Hey, they all them fools go right there. They rolling hard.
Uh-huh.
Real good, real good.
Fuck
We back.
niggas, I never trust cold. Fuck niggas never coming up. Niggas down on the luck. Niggas
Run gang strong. Let me know where you're
coming. Niggas on the other side, but they might be your brother. Niggas, some niggas I never trust cold. Fuck niggas never coming up. Niggas down on the luck.
Up my volume.
Turn
my mic up.
Niggas on the other side.
Turn those lights down. Let's
Slide
go.
in the homicide city in the nighttime. Out for the money, no pity when it's grind.
Uh-huh.
Blind spots, check it for the blinky lights. Pinky bright, 50 nights, 50 flights. Tricky lights, sickly tights, strictly white. Get it right, I get it. Legendary, get it by my damn self. Fake shit, hereditary. Pay in the cemetery. Juice 10 before that. Try to clear up money, beat jail. I ain't going back.
Let's go.
Fuck niggas. Shots fired, who we throwing at? Send shots at niggas who don't rap. Let's throw them back. I be grinding the trap to provide me a stack with about 20 racks. And I strategize my plans just to get them rubber bands. If you ain't live the street life, it's hard to understand. Speaking cold on the bones, they alone. I don't trust niggas on the late eyes. Out for them fuck niggas. Fuck niggas.
We back at it. Hit them like button. Hit that like button.
Fuck niggas.
Let's run up these likes. Let's run up that algorithm. I'm about to subscribe on Instagram. Let these
Fuck niggas.
look what's going on, man. Uh-huh.
Fuck niggas.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All them fools go right there. Yeah, they rolling hard.
Adam is like, this you?
Real good, real good.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fuck niggas.
That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. That's enough. Where's my music, man? Where's my music? Courtesy of B3. Let me go up on Instagram, man. We back at it, man. Well, if that's me. Of course. Of course. That's some old shit. It's old shit. You know what I'm saying? When you go in the closet and take out some old gear, and you're like, damn, this shit still fit? God damn. We back at it. Big salute to everybody who's popping up. We are live. Big salute to the people who are popping up on my phone over here. Coming and strong. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Make sure to hit that like button. We are live on Twitch. We are live on X, aka Twitter, and we are live on Kick. Gather round. We got a lot of stuff to get to. And big salute to the people who are popping up on my phone over here. You should get on YouTube because it gets crazy over there. I'm going to be doing a reaction to the new interview that's going to be dropping 6 p.m. tomorrow with Michael Camage, a jury member on the Brianna Warner murder case. So that's something we definitely got to talk about. You know I'm going to address my ops. You know I'm going to address my ops. New op pack alert. Let's go, man. We're going to react to the Mad Russian song. We're going to definitely get into that. We got to talk about the top 5 versus BFR beef that's been heating up. We definitely got to get into that. What else do I got on my list? Trump's been talking mad smack versus Somalia. All right, so we definitely got to get into that for my Somalian brothers out there. Dave Chapelle flops in Edmonton. All right, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but we definitely got to get into that as well. We got some new music segments that we're going to get into. I also want to do a reaction to Toronto's most dangerous hood. Big salute to King B, aka Reed in the Streets. Also, the Kingston Penn Warden steps down because of the mental health issues that are going on in there and are not being solved. We got to get behind them walls and see what's going on. So we'll definitely have to get into that as well. And we got to talk about Toronto and whether it's the safest city in the world or not. All right. Let me know if you have any other topics that you want me to talk about. Spam the chat. Comment gang strong. For all the people over here on YouTube, on Instagram, youtube.com/welovehiphop network. Nigga. Let's get it popping, man. Hold on. Let's get this live here. Gang. What are y'all saying, man? Who's in the live over here, man? Comic Gang strong. Let yourself be seen, man. Big salute to not the fire drill. All right. Big salute to the Shiesty Blood member in the building. Big salute to JJ Ragonite in the building. TJ M2K in the building. Jade MC or Jade MC90 in the building. Who else is over here? I think I seen Tasha Latina in the building from earlier. I'll send her a good evening, Tasha Latina. Salute to Sniffer GPGK, even though I know you be stirring up some shit, but yo, salute to you. Welcome to the chat, brother. Youth Movement 3 is in the building. Yeah, man, we got a nice, healthy crowd in here. Make sure to hit that like button, share this live around, and let the people know that we are live right now, man. Let me turn down this beat courtesy of B3, aka Grace, and let's get into some of what we got to get into. What's this over here? What's up with Mano sending shots at the act like that? Yeah, I don't know if it's sending shots or returning fire, because I seen the clip where academics are saying that these guys are the oldest YNs in the world, or the oldest YNs in America. But we could definitely get into that if y'all want. But Young Money Getter, salute to Young Money Getter in the building. Let me see. Let's pull up a couple of ads here, and then we could get into what we got to get into.
Listen to this episode's sponsor, Exotic Hot Pots, with great strains and merch and delivery all across the GTA. You can hit them up on their Instagram page, Exotic Hot Pot CA, or subscribe to their Telegram at Exotic Hot Pot. Let them know that you heard about them through the We Love Hip Hop podcast. Salute to the sponsors. Cheer!
Put it in the air. Let me do a couple more. It's going to be a minute for an ad block, all right? So go get your popcorn, go roll up whatever you got to roll up, because we're going to be here for about 3 hours.
Ready for the road.
Roll Ready Detailing, now open 7 days a week from 8 to 5 p.m. 750 Oakdale Road, Unit 66, specializing in ceramic coating perpetual with warranty, PPF, tints, wraps, vinyl wraps, and hand car washes. Remember, we clean anything on wheels.
Roll ready, ready for the road.
Okay. And last but not least, or a couple more, I want to give a shout out to Kensington Market Dispensary, located at 25 Kensington Market Avenue in Kensington Market. Okay, they have over 25 different strains to choose from, and a smelling station for you to check out before you do your purchasing. They got real gas as low as $5 grams, and you can get a P for like $10.50. All right. Edibles, hot grabber, exclusive backwoods flavor, concentrate, and wholesale available as well. You can contact them on their Instagram. That's Kensington_Market Dispensary, or you can hit them on Snapchat. That's Kensington Market Dispo. All right. And I got some of this grab over here, some of that grabber. Okay. Grabber. For other people in the city who know that grabber, this shit is hot. All right, hit them up on Instagram. That's grabber, and they'll hit you with some delivery. Send some shakers. They got like different ways that of the grabber. I could pull up a pack later on, but big salute to all the sponsors, man. We blessed over here. We blessed. But I should. What do we want to get into first? Let me think about this. Let's get into this interview that I have dropping tomorrow. Okay, big salute to Michael Camage. All right, so let me show you how this went down. Now, Michael Camage, he is a juror for the Brianna Warner murder case. Now, for the people who don't know who Brianna Warner is, she was found guilty of first-degree murder, or the first-degree murder of A.W.O.L SK, R.I.P. to A.W.O.L SK, or J. Parker Ford. He was murdered back in 2022, or the end of 2022. A lot of people thought that it was his ops. He's representing the Orton Park area of Scarborough. Okay, so that area comes with a lot of different ops and stuff like that. And a lot of people were thinking, holy shit, man, the ops got him. They thought it was a man-on-man type thing. And then, lo and behold, it was revealed after her arrest that it was his girlfriend that was responsible, or was accused of the shooting. And then after about 2 years in custody and then the whole trial, it came to be that she was found guilty of first-degree murder. And it was kind of gruesome the way it was done too, because it's like she kind of shot him in the back of the head, and just, you know, it was a weird setup, you know what I mean? Tried to lure him in, try to link up for like a sneaky link, and then when they finally linked up, she shot him in the back of the head. Okay, so I want to say RIP once again to J. Parker Ford, aka A.W.O.L SK, but an insane case. One thing I want to say also before I get to the videos that I have surrounding this case right here, for the people who are watching, and you see the banner that's rolling across the bottom of the screen, when I go through my topics, if you want to join the conversation, okay, feel free to send a donation via super chat. You can send a donation via PayPal. Let me put the PayPal up on the screen. PayPal is Friday aka Ricky Dread at gmail.com, or PayPal, and then you go to that email right there, and you can join the conversation right away, give your opinions on what's going on over here. So, and you know, obviously throw your comments in the chat and whatever. But if you want to join into the conversation, I'll send you a link. Okay, the same email address that you see there on the screen, Friday aka Ricky Dread. I will send you a link via that. Send me an email, say I want to join the chat along with your donation, and I will send you a link so that you can join the conversation with us. All right. And this is good for artists also who are trying to get some promotion. Not to say come up here and start rapping for me and promoting your shit. We're going to talk about the topics, but like, hey, you know, any way to help with the visibility. So let me get to a couple of videos over here, because this gentleman, he actually, like I said, is a content creator himself. And again, big salute to Michael Camage. You know, he had hollered at me to do some content. He was like, yo, I wanted to get your opinions on a documentary, and, you know, get your opinions on the Toronto hip hop scene and from those aspects. And I was down to do it, but then he hit me up and he was like, yo, guess what happened? I got picked to do jury duty, and it was for this case, the Brianna Warner case. I was supposed to interview him probably about a month ago, right after the verdict dropped, or after they came with the verdict. However, there was some legal red tape that was around this. He had to wait a 30-day span after her appeal, and now we are here. So let me pull up some of his content first, and then we can get to the content in question. And I'm not going to do a reaction to the whole thing. Obviously, I want you guys to check it out tomorrow, 6 p.m. But let's go through some stuff and run up this over here. Okay, let me subscribe to this page here. Farming World or Worlds. That's his YouTube channel. He put out a video giving his thoughts on the trial, and you know, just right after the trial type shit. It's 3 days old. It hasn't cracked 100 views. Let's go over there and run it up for the homie.
I'd be asked to decide whether another human being should spend the rest of their life behind bars. Sitting on a jury in a first-degree murder trial wasn't just unexpected, it was life-altering. No one prepares you for the weight of the judgment or just how long it lingers after the verdict has been read. Brianna Warner was accused of murdering a rapper known as A.W.O.L SK, real name J. Parker Ford. According to digital evidence presented by the Crown on the evening of December 16th, 2022, Brianna communicated with Jay through social media to arrange a meeting at this very apartment. Brianna met A.W.O.L in the lobby. The two entered the elevator together and rode up to the 14th floor. A.W.O.L stepped out first. Brianna followed, pulled out a handgun, and shot him in the back of the head. You can see the rug that has since been replaced, right where A.W.O.L's body lay, blood soaking into the fibers. Video evidence later showed Brianna running from the building, fleeing through the back streets of the neighborhood. The jury listened to the Crown and defense argue the case for nearly 2 weeks. I took notes, absorbed every instruction from the judge, and listened intently, and without bias to all the evidence. Jury duty was surreal.
Let me just pull this back a bit. This is like they're showing the entry points. This is a video of the surveillance of her walking away from the scene, not running away from the scene, walking.
Crown and defense argued the case for nearly 2 weeks. I took notes, absorbed every instruction from the judge, and listened intently, and without bias to all the
Entrance wound right there. So when they got out of the elevator, basically, to put the picture back together, when they got out of the elevator, she walked behind him and then boom, hit him in the back of the head with the thing, yo. Okay, and I explained on the podcast how she got the gun because unfortunately I didn't get to get that part in the interview, so I can let you guys know now how she actually got the gun. It's her ex-boyfriend's gun that she had, because her and her ex-boyfriend, she was bragging about how, and this is her bragging to the undercover that ultimately ended up cracking the case. She was bragging to the undercover how her and the ex-boyfriend used to go and get shit done. You know what I'm saying? They're watching music videos of A.W.O.L SK and DQ, RIP to both of them. They're watching music videos of these guys, and she's like, them niggas ain't real. I'm the real shit. You know, I'm the one, the real driller type shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm paraphrasing. I'm not saying exactly what happened in the court. I'm just paraphrasing of what the conversation could have been like. But she was talking her shit. And she mentioned about how, like, there was, you know, her and her ex might have done some things. She didn't say specifically that she didn't incriminate her ex, but her ex is already in jail, I guess, from whatever he got going on. And from that time, I guess he left the burner with her because they used to do doing things together. And that's how she got the gun. Because we were like, yo, how did Shorty get the gun? And how did she get her ex-boyfriend's gun? That's what we were wondering. It's like, not okay, anybody, she can go buy a gun from anybody, but like, how did she get her ex-boyfriend's gun? Was like X-Files type sounds, you know what I'm saying? Hold on, I actually have X-Files sounds. I'm late on the sound effects here today, guys. My bad. But yeah, let's continue.
Evidence. Jury duty was surreal. Everyone in the courtroom rises when you walk in. All eyes are on you. Highly educated legal professionals address you as judge. The Crown's biggest piece of evidence came from an undercover officer named TJ, who befriended Brianna for a period following the death of Jay Parker. While testifying, TJ was hidden from the public behind a screen. On April 6, TJ gave a ride to Brianna and her mother in her vehicle. During that ride, Brianna and her mother began arguing, and Brianna blurted out that she had shot A.W.O.L. Little did she know, TJ was recording the conversation.
Right, and just also for some more clarity, from what people were wondering before, like, yo, how did the undercover even like record that conversation between her and Mom Dukes? You know, it's like, yo, it's kind of crazy. Kobe Bryant says, why are you on the phone today? Oh, I should say, let you know, or because you might have not tapped in for the last couple of weeks. For anybody out there who's watching these lives, okay, what are we, about 18 minutes in? So anybody who's watching the lives and just picked whatever one that popped up on your YouTube search right away, you have options. Okay, you can go to two different options. There's two different ones on the home page that pops up. One that's the vertical view for everybody who's watching on the phone, and one that's the horizontal view for the people who want to watch the regular view on YouTube. Okay, and you know, you could also be watching on your phone. So salute to everybody who's watching either way. Dean, let's get back to it. Salute to Randy.
The following day, on April 7th, TJ visited Brianna at her house while wearing a wire, inquiring about the comments Brianna made the day earlier in the car. Brianna confessed that it was her who shot A.W.O.L, providing details on the shooting, and had even written a rap about it titled Brain Dead. Although not used by the prosecution, Brianna mentioned a motive, that when she was 12 and Jay Parker was 14, he had taken advantage of her sexually. This claim was never corroborated by independent evidence, but the accusation was shocking.
So that was something that we were also wondering as well. Motive, right? So yeah, it wasn't used or corroborated in court, but my bad, yo. Says thanks for explaining that because it has me discombobulated. My bad. I should also always let people know when I start these lives now. Moving forward, as for like maybe 2 weeks ago, we start doing, you could see two different streams of the live, all right? And, you know, pick your poison, basically.
Brianna seemed to carry no regard for Jay Parker for his life, appearing to even sound gleeful he was dead. On the recording, Brianna played one of A.W.O.L's music videos on YouTube that she sang along to. The music video was about street cred and clout and the rap scene. Brianna scoffed, exclaiming that she was the one with the jam to kill people, not these guys. By law, I am forbidden to discuss what happened during jury deliberations, but I can say that it took us 3 days to decide Brianna's fate. We would deliberate all day in a room at the courthouse, then be escorted to a hotel at night, or on a private floor we were given rooms to sleep, but with no electronics. Guards would watch us all night to ensure we did not sneak out. In a way, we were captives. On the final day of deliberations, the jury was deadlocked, and a note was sent to the judge explaining such. However, he instructed us to return to deliberations. We had another concern we addressed to the judge, noted in Global News that we believed there was a bias amongst us. But finally, on Friday at 4 p.m., we had a final verdict. In the moments after we finalized the verdict, I was buzzing. Felt like we were carrying something heavy and finally had somewhere to put it down. But when we returned to the courtroom and everything in me shifted, I saw Brianna standing there, not combative, not smug, just a scared kid in way over her head. Behind Brianna was Jay's family, eyes locked on us, not just watching but searching, knowing we were about to make a decision that would change their lives forever. All the righteousness I carried in with me just cracked. I wasn't hype anymore. I was heavy, emotional. Because justice, even when it's necessary, doesn't feel clean. Felt like standing on a wire between justice and tragedy, knowing that nothing we did would ever undo the loss.
You're all gonna keep in mind also, and I see your question over here, Kobe Bryant. Says, what happens if you don't do jury duty? You know what? To be honest, I should have asked that question. My bad on that. I don't know. I actually don't know. We could look it up. Let's do a quick Google search. Good question. I don't know what happens if you don't do jury duty. Let's go to ChatGPT. What happens if you refuse? I'm gonna put in Canada also because we got to be specific. Refuse jury duty in Canada. My bad. Let's see what ChatGPT says. In Canada, jury duty is mandatory and refusing to attend can lead to legal consequences. Though the exact penalties depends on the province or territory, here's what typically happens if you refuse or ignore jury duty. Ontario fines can go up to $5,000. Damn. British Columbia up to $2,000. Alberta $1,000. Nova Scotia $1,000. You can be held in contempt of court. A judge can order you to appear and explain yourself. If the court decides you willingly ignored the summons, and you could be found in contempt. This may result in court-ordered fines, community service. In rare cases, jail time, usually only if ignored multiple orders. Damn. So it's Mando. Holy shit. I didn't know that. Well, that sucks. Damn, I don't want to do jury duty for murder, because like I was also gonna say, like, part of the reason why he made this video, Michael Camage, part of the reason why he made this video is because he had to like purge some of these feelings that he was feeling. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot. Like you have the fate of somebody's life in the palm of your hands. You can't just be willy-nilly with your decision. Like, I think she's kind of cute, innocent. Like, nah, fam. Like, she might have murked somebody. You know what I'm saying? And all of the evidence that was brought forth in court, you know, showed that she was guilty of the crime. So if you're, just willy-nilly and just not taking the shit seriously, and let's say she was innocent, let's say, and you're not looking at the evidence, you're falling asleep, you're not taking notes, none of those things, you could just be like, let me see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, eeny. I don't even want to do the eeny, meeny, miny, mo because there's implications with that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like freaking, I don't know. You might just randomly pick the wrong thing. This is a serious matter. So me personally, I don't want that kind of responsibility on my hands, on my soul. I got to go to sleep knowing like, damn, even if the person is guilty, I know on my chest that like, it was one of my decision, 11 other people that sent that person away for life. You know what I'm saying? Even though if I know I'm doing the right thing, it's still gonna weigh heavy on my heart. You know what I'm saying? In some kind of way, like not in the way like, oh, poor thing, but like, damn, I just was part of something serious.
During the trial, Brianna had little weight her actions here like a freight train. She froze in fear as the life she knew was over. There were no fans on her side, no cheerleaders or autograph seekers, just her mother in tears watching her baby sentenced to life in prison. Brianna also took something from each member of the jury, forcing 12 unwilling members of the public to make the impossible decision of breaking the hearts of the victim's family or taking away Brianna's life. When I stepped outside after the verdict, I didn't know what to do or where to go. The weight of everything we had just done hung in the air like a fog, so I just started walking. I didn't have a destination, I just moved for hours. As I walked, I felt both grief and freedom, a strange mix of emotions. I kept thinking about A.W.O.L, about Brianna, two lives that crossed in tragedy, now etched in mine forever. And even though I knew I couldn't undo the harm or soften the verdict, I hoped that somehow, somewhere down the line, Brianna might find peace, and that maybe in time, Jay's family could find forgiveness, not necessarily for Brianna, but for their own hearts.
Yeah, man. Big salute to Michael Camage. So if we go over to the We Love Hip Hop network channel, and big salute to the members, and I seen a few people said they were gifted some membership. See, look, there's two different lives that are popping up on the screen here. So that's what's going on. Let me find the members section. Members. So, and I will actually be loading up an interview next week. God willing that it goes down. It's going to be a big interview, big Toronto rapper, or not even Toronto rapper, but a big GTA rapper. Okay. One of the top 3. Okay. He's been stirring up some shit. His music has been going crazy. And we're going to be doing this interview with another artist from not the old school, but from a little bit further back in time, and do these kind of interviews where we're getting artists from before to link with these newer artists and some of the old school guys like JB, right? Big salute to JB. He's going to be popping back up on the network, interviewing some of these older artists as well. So look out. 2026 is going to be lovely, and the member section is going to be stacked.
This is a picture shown at the sentencing hearing for Brianna Warner, convicted by a jury late last month of the first-degree murder of 20-year-old Jay Parker Ford, a rap artist known as Av-Boy SK.
How you gonna do it?
Cody, you don't know the sauce yet, all right? Been in jail for 2 hours. I'll show you.
You get very comfortable in this person's presence, and you kind of forget, like, oh, this person might be like a cold-blooded killer, right?
Warner was arrested nearly 4 months after the deadly shooting, after bragging to an undercover officer who was wearing a secret recording device that she shot Parker Ford once in the head.
To be honest, she was like stoic, completely stoic. She did not really show any emotion.
The Crown says Warner was heard in secret recordings telling her mother and a friend she knew only as TJ, who was in fact an undercover police officer, about the shooting.
Tell them. Free the guys, niggas don't be coming to free the guys, gang.
The Crown said Warner also wrote a rap song called Brain Dead, which she bragged about to TJ about the shooting of Parker Ford.
You know, there was one point where, you know, I locked eyes with her. It was like, don't me kind of look. Like it was, you know what the word is? Intense.
We love
Right,
hip
so
hop.
we are okay. So let's go forward a bit. I haven't timestamped it yet. I'm going to timestamp it before Saturday.
Yeah. Okay.
And so we can get to the case itself because, again, a wild case right here. And I think it's something that's took a lot of people for a loop when we found out that it was a woman involved in the shooting, and not, because for me, from somebody who's in the hip hop scene, like we see this, right? So it's usually somebody from an opposing neighborhood or something like that. So then when we found out that it was the woman Brianna Warner, what was your first impression, like seeing this woman, this young girl, basically walk into the courtroom?
Yeah, I mean, well, she was in custody, so she's always there when you come in, right? And yeah, I mean, it was shocking, right? Like you don't really know what to think. You're like, wait, a woman is charged with first-degree murder, and she was so young, and she's a good-looking girl, and you have a hard time digesting that. Like, what, this person is accused of this like really serious thing, and yeah, like you truthfully go in and you just have no idea if this person did this, or if they were set up, or what it is, right? Like you absolutely have no idea, and it's drilled into your head that you have to assume that this person is innocent until they prove her guilty. Like the judge reminds you of that all the time. Like she has the benefit of doubt that she is innocent. And so you assume that, right? Until the evidence starts coming out and the Crown presents their case. And then you're like.
So I put a poll up because, and listen, RIP once again to Boy SK. And listen, salute to her mom, because Mom Dukes is probably going through her a lot, like Brianna's mom. Just knowing that, like, you raised this girl, she probably tried the best that she could, and you raised a killer. It's crazy. But I asked, okay, and I just put that disclaimer ahead. Would you date a convicted murderer baddie? Okay, because from the pictures that have been popping up of her, she's not like, for the YNs over there, she's not some little a 6. She's more like a set, maybe like I'll give her an 8 and a 9 if I'm like one of these little YNs out there. You know what I'm saying? There's pictures of her all done up and shit, right? When she comes home, she gonna be, if she comes home, she's gonna be 45. You feel me? She's gonna be sitting in there, preserving, not getting older. Like you see a lot of people when they come home. Look at Max B. Max B, obviously he looks older, he's aged, but he hasn't aged that much. So you go sit and do a bid. Let's say she gets a parole, which she probably won't. She comes home after 25 years. She's gonna be 46, 47. All right? She's gonna go live the rest of her life. She's gonna get, listen, Carla Homolka I think Carla Homolka is married. All right? So I'm just asking. I'm not trying to make light or anything like that, but I'm just asking. What do you mean preserving what? Kobe Bryant said preserving what? Stressed like crazy, looking mush up? Not necessarily, because obviously it's a stressful situation that you're going to be in, and we're going to get into it in this interview, or he will explain when you guys see the interview tomorrow, that she looked stressed. This is something that fucked her up when the verdict came in, right? But then it says she has kids too. Does she have kids, or is she pregnant? Because right now there's a rumor going around on Reddit Or I don't know if it's a rumor. I think it's came out of the court documents. Let's go to the Reddits. They're saying that Shorty was pregnant. Let's see. This is from yesterday, so bear with me. We'll find it. We'll find it. But yeah, they were saying that there's court documents that came out that said that she might be pregnant. I just pass it right here. So we didn't, and the Reddit has no mercy. Salute to Torontology Reddit, or maybe not. We need a nickname for this baby. First baby to do time before coming into the world. I say we call him PC. Y'all niggas got no mercy. And there's some nondescript blog page here that has the picture up here. I don't know what the caption is. Is there a caption for it? Hold on. We're going to get to this in a minute. Yeah, there's no caption for it. But let me see if I can find something else on this. Brianna Warner. Right here, 2 days ago, Brianna Warner was actually pregnant during the homicide. Salute to Underground Nation.
In which she admitted of causing the unalivement of J. Parker Ford by pew-pewing him in the head. Miss Warner, 18, and pregnant. Whoa.
Oh, she had one kid. Oh, wait. So hold on and listen. I salute to a bud tender dad. She says she has at least one kid, Carla. God damn. So she has one kid and then one on the way. Jeez, yo, how? And listen, I know there's the term victim of circumstances, okay? But fam, one, you're like 21 when the drill went down, so you already had a youth, so you already started having youths from young. And I understand she's gone through her share of shit. She's living in the hood. I don't know if she's from Orton Park specifically, but she's from a part of Scarborough that's not probably a nice part of Scarborough. So shit can get rough. I'm sure she grew up hella rough, making bad decision after bad decision. But fam, from saying that, you're out there doing things with your ex-boyfriend, potential drills, allegedly, right? You got a youth already, and you're outside doing drills, mosh up, and then you murk the guy that's your sneaky link, like, and while you're pregnant, like, what's happening, fam? I don't know. I'm not even putting an indictment on her specifically. Like, what's happening with the generation, fam? That's crazy. How are these babies even coming to term under that stress, fam? Like the first one that you were carrying, were you on the drill with those ones? Like, what the fuck, bro?
Whoa. Hold on.
Let's go back.
Of causing the unalivement of J. Parker Ford by pew-pewing him in the head. Miss Warner, 18, and pregnant. Whoa. Hold on. Wait. He was pregnant? This is news to me. So Miss Warner, 18 and pregnant, claimed the undercover officer referred to as TJ.
So she was 18 and pregnant at the time. God damn. Holy. Let's go back to the video here. That's insane. Listen, man. Choices. Let's go forward a bit. Let's drop it tomorrow, 6 p.m. I put this on Instagram, so I could play this clip.
And it was real. Like, I believe it 100%. It was during her like confession to the undercover, so it was, yeah. That happened. That happened.
Wow, man. And what about demeanor? You're seeing her day after day Is she stoic? Is she emotional? Like, what's her? Big thanks to Keep It Solid for the repost. Me and her throughout the trial.
Yeah, that's a great question. And to be honest, she was like stoic, completely stoic. She did not really show any emotion.
God damn.
She, there was one point where, I locked eyes with her because you get used to it. You're like in a room with her for 10 hours a day, right? Like,
Right.
you get very comfortable in this person's presence, and you kind of forget, like, oh, this person might be like a cold-blooded killer, right? But there was one moment where I do remember, like, she looked over and we locked eyes, and I was, I was like looking into her eyes, and she was looking right into my eyes, and it was like unsettling. Like there was something just, I'd be presumptuous to say like she looked like a killer or whatever, but there was like something a bit frightening about her. You know what I mean? And I was kind of like, I'm not going to look away. And then she
Look
was just
away,
not
bro.
looking away. And then finally I just kind of looked away. And her lawyer like said something to her after. It was like, don't, you can't show any emotion. You don't want to kind of like give a bad impression of yourself. So
I don't know what's going on. Okay, there we go.
but otherwise, man, she didn't say anything. She just sat there and was like, yeah, it was like out of body for her, I think.
Wow. I need to stay on that just for a quick second. Like when you guys locked eyes, right? There's different. I ain't gonna lie. When he was telling me that story, my heart was beating a little bit. Like, damn, that's intense, fam. Facial expressions that somebody might have. They might have that a somber facial expression, like, why am I here? Or they might have that facial expression like, I'm looking at you, man.
That was the one.
That was the one, eh?
That was the one, man. Yeah, it was like, don't fuck with me kind of look. Like it was, you know what the word is? Intense. It was intense. But again, like when you're in that position in the court.
Okay, play one more part, and then we're gonna get to the shits.
Yeah, and Brianna's like, sure. And then she's
right here. Hold on, I want to find the rap part. Is it here? Where they talk about the music videos? It could be around here.
He was. Yeah. So how that works is because that was sort of the big evidence for the Crown. And Jay Parker, his mom was consistently there, and there was a couple guys that were consistently there. I don't know if they were family members or friends. Like you don't speak to them, but Jay Parker seemed to have like a consistent group of people coming, to watch the trial.
It's around here.
So because they had to prove to us, beyond reasonable doubt, like this Snapchat account belonged to her, and that was the one messaging Jay Parker that night, and because she had, I'm assuming, deleted everything, right? So like they really didn't have a lot to go with. To like so at her house they found a diary, and in that diary there was a list of passwords that she had for like other email accounts and bank accounts or whatever, online access, and one of the passwords was Killer B or Killer Bree.
Woo! Listen, man, I don't like giving the feds any kind of props, bro. But the way they pieced that shit together was brilliant. All right? Like, they had to go through subpoena Snapchat. First of all, they subpoenaed Bell. And then and this is already in a clip that I put out on Instagram, and he's going to go into more detail in the interview that I drop tomorrow. They subpoenaed Bell. And through the subpoena of Av-Boy SK's phone, they were able to find Snapchat messages going back and forth with somebody. However, they didn't know who this person was. So when they started going and putting the pieces together, when they finally went to her house and everything like that later on, when they finally did the arrest, they were able to finally substantiate that these Snapchat messages were from Brianna or Killer B or whatever, because one, it's in the raps, and she has a call log of all of the different passwords that she uses. They didn't know who this person might have been. Okay, the undercover started following that person, Bree underscore something something, on Snapchat because she was selling hair products and different things like that. You know what I'm saying? Befriends the undercover through Snapchat, moves over to other apps, and then from there they become besties basically. And I guess she bought some shit from her. And then that's where she started to get the information. That's where now Brianna's able to, you know, she's more comfortable to start divulging information. A friend that she met on Snapchat. But this friend was planted by the boy them because they needed to find out who's this girl on Snapchat that was talking to Av-Boy SK, and that the conversation ended at 3:43 before he died at 4 and change in the morning. I don't know, bro. Like, they didn't take a snitch this time to be able to figure the shit out. And usually it's always like, oh, we had one informant, and then the informant just spilled the beans. And it's like, nah, not this time. This time they were using their brain. Holy, let me just play a little bit more of this, because that shit to me blew my mind.
And so, and then that was in the rap. So it's like, oh, okay, wait, this is her. Anyway, it was just another point to connect her to that Snapchat account.
Yeah, and it seems that, like, with all the pieces that they were putting together, you know, Snapchat was the joining or the glue that really brought everything together. If this happens and this happened and it connects back to the Snapchat, then we have the person.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. But she was also, I mean, this just shows how like cold and malice the whole thing was. Like, she thought it out. You know what I mean? Like, because like she wasn't texting him on her phone number, right? She was using a social media account, and she didn't have her name officially tied to that social media account, right? Like, so she was doing the right things to get away with the murder. It's just that she had, by the time she confessed it to the undercover, she thought she had gotten away with it, or didn't value her life enough to think it. I don't know. To me, the whole thing was a poor, like, I don't want to say the wrong thing here, but there was definitely like this sickness that was prominent in that was in the Toronto rap community, because
Ooh. And we get into a Toronto rap community conversation in this one right here, because a lot of this is, you know, just a byproduct of just some of the toxicity that's been going on when it comes to the drill scene more specifically. I can't say the whole scene, but the drill scene more specifically. So look out for that interview premiering tomorrow evening, 6 p.m. on this YouTube channel right here. Okay, salute to the members who've already been able to watch this, and big salute to Michael Camage. Yeah, man, you went through a lot, bro. So salute to you, man. Okay. Let's get to what we got to get to. So I got another diss song sent at the boy Friday, Ricky Dread, Uncle Friday, freaking old head, old back, old foot Friday. Another one to add to the illustrious list of diss songs that I've had over the space of my lifetime, from when I was still rapping and a nigga robbed me for a half P of loud. Okay, I tell real stories on here. No shame in my game. Nigga robbed me for a half P or loud, and he robbed a few other rappers in the game. Okay, you probably watched the fucking show, right? Suck my dick, nigga. Pause. But that nigga dissed me back in the days. Big salute to Nessia. Nessia dissed me. She had a whole F Friday song. Shit went crazy on that Ether beat. Fuck Friday. And now it has emerged. The Ether of the century has now dropped, where the Mad Russian, aka the creator of the Real Toronto DVD, has dissed your boy. He sent a shot at your boy. So let's go through it. Let's go through the lore, and then let's do this. Let's do this. Let's play a little bit of the song first, and then we can go do a little bit of reverse engineering, go through the lore, and then do it that way. You know what I'm saying? Let's have a good time. All right? I promise, no rants are on the way. So let me see if I can find that again over here on the Reddits. It's shine time, my nigga. You want to go viral, right? Let's see what we can find. Let's find this ether. Let's find this lyrical barrage, the madness of the Mad Russian. Let's see. Don't worry, gang. It's worth it. We're almost there. We are almost there. Here we go. Here we go.
Friday, what are you saying?
What are you saying, broski? Okay, and salute to Down to Earth, of course. They ran and posted this with the quickness.
Network, we have the face card with that to walk into any club. What gave you the face card to start We Love Hip Hop Network? You know what I'm saying? The Real Toronto DVD. The Real Toronto DVD made you a guy, and then you started all that, right? Don't forget that. Don't need to talk for me.
The what made me a guy? We didn't even get to the raps yet. Damn, bro. Ether from the intro.
DVD. The Real Toronto DVD made you a guy, and then you.
Y'all need. See, you know what? I don't even have to ask. They already put the subtitles. His Russian accent is a little bit thick, so you might not understand the English words that are coming out of his mouth. Say it again, nigga.
Gave you the face card to start We Love Hip Hop.
Oh, he gave me the face card to start We Love Hip Hop. Thank you, sir. Thank you. I needed that.
Network, you know what I'm saying? The Real Toronto DVD. The Real Toronto DVD made you a guy, and then you started all that, right? Don't forget that. Don't need to talk for me, I ain't looking for PR. I don't make connect from Russia to DR. Talking about I ain't do shit, except my DVD. I was busy being a fud.
Talk about I ain't do shit except my DVD. Say it again, nigga.
From Russia to DR, talking about I ain't do shit except my DVD. I was busy being a father and you 50 child free. Real
Damn, he was busy being a father and I'm 50 child free. Damn, nigga.
Trying to go viral ain't for you to floss. You promoted yourself. I made PK look soft. You kicked your drinking habit, but what about the weed? Switch one for the other. Still dependency to me.
Oh my God. Gang, hold on. Maybe I should start a poll. Let me start a poll. Okay, we want to have to run this a few times. Okay, because you got to understand, all right, gang? The man hasn't really done much since the Real Toronto DVD. I know it's the 20-year anniversary, okay? And I'm going to respect that it's the 20-year anniversary, all right? 20 years ago, for the people who don't know, and let me just ask this poll here, is Mad Russian spitting hot fire? Fire! Dylan. Okay. Once upon a time, he made a DVD. All right. Remember when, I don't know if, sorry, because there's some YNs in the audience. DVDs are basically, how could I explain it? If you took Netflix and put it onto one Netflix movie and put it onto a box and then stuck it into another bigger box, or the DVDs, actually those were little CDs. Okay, so if you took a Netflix show, put it onto a CD, and then you had to buy a big ass box so that you could put that CD into it, that is what a DVD player is. Okay, kids? Just for the people who don't know. That's what a DVD is.
Guys and shaving balls, brother? Are you a G? Shows you'll turn into a clown if it gets you on TV. Like Trudeau, you could require. Your Tita lingo's whack. In the past, instead of fuck, you would say top.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Like Trudeau, you could require. Your Tita lingo's whack. In the past, instead of fuck, you would say top.
Oh, nigga. Got me with that, man. Got him. I'm sorry, gang. I gotta play the hot fire for you, bro. I gotta play the hot fire for you. You see what he said to me? Because he put the subtitles there, just in case you can't get through the thick Russian accent. He said, like Trudeau, you Quebecois, your T-dot lingo is whack. In the past, instead of fruk, you were saying tabernacle. Oh, shit. Yo, you sure you don't got a ghostwriter, my guy? Somebody must have ghostwritten that one for him. That one was too hard. That one was too hard, fam. We got to go check the pen. We got to go check the credits.
If a girl throws up on my show, that won't make the cut. Hot takes for the box, eh? But not.
What? Listen, nigga, don't drink too much before you go to the studio. I know when we did the interview, you're slurring your words about halfway through. You were like, yo, Friday, you want to drink? I'm like, nah, bro. I don't know if you've been following. I stopped drinking like back in 2010, 2011 type shit. Like, okay, I made a DVD one time. Look. And by the time we got 30 minutes into the interview, it was like, it sounded like this.
Make the cut. Hot takes for the box, eh? But not call you a nun.
What? What the fuck did you just say, broski? What did you say? I'm glad they put the subtitles. Let's put it back. If a girl throws up on my show that won't make the cut, hot takes for them bucks, eh? But Nav called you unk. What the fuck are you saying, bro? Are you just blibber blabbering, bro? You're just saying words now, bro. I understand a girl did throw up on my show. And here's what it is. It's that virtue signaling old head bullshit. Oh, I'm a man of integrity in the streets. So mans of integrity wouldn't do certain things like that. That's why, man, we don't really rate you like that. Because if that was me, that was in your position, I would never put out a girl throwing up. I would never interview a Sagittarius shawty. I would never. Well, guess what? You ain't fucking me. All right, you don't like money, nigga. All you old heads who like to be like, oh, Friday ain't got no integrity. He just likes to be posting fuckery and tay. You the same niggas that I talked about before who like to trick people out their position. Because if that was you and you were making all the decisions, guess what? The network would have fucking failed. Just like the shit you doing now. Jesus Christ. These niggas, bro. Nigga makes one DVD and he think he got the world in his palm of his hand, bro. Calm down, my nigga. Is this what you're talking about? What a crook.
We used to throw events. So we perform on
maybe 19, you see lean, like you see it, right? So
but you see it, but whatever, I'm buttoning down on blood, whatever, Russian cream. But for you, it more looks like it's that, bro. If you don't want to talk about it, it's cool, but
Feel safe?
You good? You all right?
Oh, let's go to the washroom.
You all right? You all right? You need a second?
Oh, give her some time.
You want to go with her?
Sure. Oh no.
Yes.
Wow, what a monster I am. Holy shit. Oh my God, you put a girl throwing up on, you know, let's go back to the song because this guy's going to piss me off. Let's go to his YouTube channel. Mad Russian, because I know he's got a channel of his own. Oh, it's called Real Toronto. Obviously. The Real Toronto. It's funny because it's like, oh, I gave you your face card. Oh, you're out here. That's the only thing that got you lit out here. My nigga, you still stay talking about this shit like as if this is the only thing that you can talk about that you got any accolades from, when half of the time when niggas bring this shit up, niggas is like, oh, that same shit that got all the niggas locked up, even though it didn't. That's the impression that most old heads have of you, my nigga. So calm down.
To a clown that forgets you on TV, like Shadow you could require. You cheat a lingo's whack. In the past instead of fuck, you would say tabernacle. If a girl shows up on my show, that won't make the cut. Hot takes for them box, say, but not call you a nun. Why provoke top 5? If you're gonna cop out, making content by lifers might make you crop out.
Huh? Why you provoke top 5 if you're gonna cop out? Making content about lifers might make you crop out. Oh, we might have to decipher the bars today. Oh, lyrical genius breakdown. Holy. So, the promote top 5 part, that's self-explanatory, or provoke top 5 part. All right. Big Salute to What's the Dirt says, we have 2 different streams going on. You have a choice of the vertical or the horizontal stream. All right. What the fuck? This guy's terrible. You know what? Let me just play the song in completion, just so I can get to the lore of who this person is. Because, like, Big Salute to What's the Dirt, Matt don't even know who you are. I'm gonna have to explain this to mad people who you are in the first place. So you're welcome, my nigga. Maybe more people should diss me on track so I can react. Because the Diss Friday method that people have been initiating over the last, let's say, 4 years, maybe 3 to 4 years, where either diss me in content and put me in a thumbnail to increase your views, or you want to get talked about, diss him in a song. It works. It's a proven method. I'm sorry. I guess they found a hack.
Crop out, making content by lifers might make you crop out.
Oh, my bad. I got sidetracked. Making content about lifers. He's talking about Mark Moore, Presidente. Okay. He might be talking about Tyshawn Riley, all right, who's also serving life. I've interviewed multiple people who are serving life sentences on the phone. Okay. Don't get mad at me because I get the content, nigga. I'm sorry, bro. This is just what I do. You might have made one piece of content in your life. I've made thousands of pieces of content. So let's relax.
Into my lane, trying to get a bag. What came first, brother? The chicken or the egg? Ain't no doubt you put in work. Ain't no doubt you do shit. Ain't no doubt you build a building that started with my blueprint. I can see you from.
Oh my God. This is exhausting, bro. Is anybody liking this shit? Because all I'm seeing is trash. I don't know maybe what the goal was. Like, yo, when I drop this, right? You were telling the engineer, you're like, yo, fam, yo. The engineer was like, yo, can you do that line again? I didn't even understand the words that you were saying right there. Just repeat that line again for me. And he's like, nah, bro, leave it like that, bro. Leave it. It's hot. And then when they were listening back, you know, they're in the control room. Boom, 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 boom. The beat is hot. Don't get me wrong. I would have slid on that shit. But the beat, they're listening to that shit. He's like, yo, we gonna get him. We gonna get him with this one, right? Engineer's like, sure, bud. Looking at the time. So we got like another half an hour left. Do you want me to do a quick mix down before you leave, or are we done here? That's my in my imagination. I don't know.
Frustration cause you hit your ceiling. Show your damn demeanor. Talking about me to catch feelings. I can see your frustration cause you hit your ceiling.
Oh, he got his fucking feelings hurt because I spoke about him to catch feelings. We'll get to it.
Demeanor, talking about me to catch feelings. I can see your frustration cause you hit your ceiling. Real Toronto's live again cause my Russians in the building. I can see your frustration.
The real Toronto is live again. Don't worry about the frustration part. You know, there's a lot of cap in raps. That's what rappers do. The real Toronto is live because the Mad Russians back in the building. Okay, so 20 years later, you guys can now watch it on his YouTube channel instead of everybody else who's re-uploaded this thing because he was irresponsible with his own content. All right, congratulations, my guy. You finally uploaded your own video.
Cause you hit your ceiling, show your damn demeanor. Talking about me to catch feelings. I can see your frustration cause you hit your ceiling. Real Toronto's live again cause my Russians in the building.
Oh, that's the hook.
You know what I'm saying? You're saying we're homies, but then you go on these interviews and start spreading the same old rumors. You know what I'm saying? I gave you the real story of the interview. Why don't you just say that? I already addressed everything, you know what I'm saying? You already know it's the Return of the Real Toronto DVD, 20-year anniversary. Don't ruin my moment, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm out.
Woo! Well, he told him. What do y'all think, gang? What do y'all think? Fire? I asked, is Mad Russian spitting hot fire? Yo, 42% of the people are feeling it. Okay? Salute to all the people that Mad Russian invited to jump into the chat to watch this reaction. Did he pay y'all? You know, somebody sent this shit to him. Yo, fam, he's reacting to your shit right now. Oh yeah, for real? I got some more clout. So let me show you something, okay? Because he has uploaded videos. 4 months ago, he uploaded a video. Salute to Chuggo. He interviewed Chuggo. Great. Okay. That in Mad Russian, the whole wolves, or sorry, to the wolves. Oh, so this nigga's a rapper now. Can we hear more?
The Real Toronto DVD dropped 20 years ago. 20 years ago. And I'm looking at this news story right here. Russian immigrant, 22 film stories. 22. I was 22 when I filmed that shit. And guys started being haters, spreading rumors, you know what I'm saying? Talking about like some police rumor stuff. Put a movement to the end. I was ready to film a part 2 and it robbed me of my opportunity, brother.
You made CP24.
Respect, brother.
Breaking news
Respect.
for years.
You know what? Also, I wanted to say, you put me onto this music shit. I started rapping. I'm gonna put the shit. I'm gonna adjust the shit in the song.
Yo, we always do it big. You already know. Let's get it. Let's go.
We're gonna do this.
It's going down. Yo, this guy is the drill rap specialist, eh?
West End, Mimico, the High Park. Yeah.
Let's go, man.
It's Return of the Real Toronto DVD. You already know. Let's go.
It's the music pod, no?
Prostitutes and bushes and cussies by the lake. Mimico was like that in the Real Toronto days. Brought getting news like Friday and gave the man's a voice. Man threw me to the wolves and left me paranoid. Desperate falsely.
What? I got this twice? Nigga. What did I do to this guy, man?
Mimico was like that in the Real Toronto days. Brought getting news like Friday and gave the man's a voice. Man threw me to the wolves.
The ghetto news like Friday and gave the man a voice. Yo, bro. Do you want me to just say it for like, you know what? If that's what makes you sleep better at night, bro, nobody ever heard of Friday Ricky Dread ever in life in Parkdale, downtown, ever in life. Until the Real Toronto DVD dropped, okay? I would have never had a rap career. I would have never had a podcast. I would have never had anything in life post 2005 if I wasn't on that DVD, man, okay? Is that what you want from me, bro? Like, it doesn't make it true. It sounds crazy, You know, it's like, you know, I just went to these different places. You know, I went to Long and McQuaid, said, you know, I'm trying to buy a bunch of equipment. And at the different times when, you know, you put equipment on layaway, I tell the guy at the counter, I say, yo, I lean over and I'm gonna say, yo, come here, bro. You know I was on the Real Toronto DVD, right? Oh, nigga, take the equipment for free. Right? You know, when I go to the bank and I was trying, you know, try to get a loan, I need an extra 10. I need to get a line of credit, an extra 10 racks to put into this company right here. You know, they bring you over into the office. You're not at the teller over there, you know. That's when you're in the office sitting across from the lady at the bank. I lean over to her, you know. I said, yo, I said, lady, come here. Look at me. I need this loan. I was on the Real Toronto DVD. Oh, why didn't you say that when you walked into the bank? We would have let you go into the safe. My bad.
It left me paranoid, that's for false allegations. But only didn't stick, you gon' fuck him on pussy before I turn to snitch. Russian serious man, but we were having fun. They want plays guitar when he not loading gun. Yes, I see.
And listen, my youth. I don't want to hear no tough guy talk after this shit, okay? After, oh, so what, Friday when I see you on site, yo, fuck off, bro. You made a song about me. Now I'm going to clown you, run it up, clip this into another piece of another segment and make my cash. So don't get mad because I don't rap no more and I'm not going to respond in a song. I seen everybody in the comments like, oh, so what? Friday, you're going to get back with the pen? Nah, bro, I'm going to go run it up on my YouTube channel on this idiot's head. Fuck you think this is? I'm not listening to the rest of this garbage. Gabbage. Tracy, what name they now? I don't even remember the freaking nigga's name though. But it's Gabbage. Ari Spears' voice. Gabbage. See, he got hype because right over here, 1 year ago, after we did the interview on the We Love Hip Hop podcast, he said, you know what? That interview was epic. Let me re-upload my own DVD to my channel.
Yo, I'm from downtown region, Bleecker, Moss Park, born and raised in the Chester Lee, you know, but now my grounds be parked there. Don't know, James Strip, you want to see it.
Niggas got so mad at me for these guys. They were like, they ain't even from Parkdale. I understand. Hold on, let me get my bars off.
Let me give y'all a quick verse.
Let's go, Friday.
My residence. I'm a detriment, never hesitant. I'm the president. I'm a raise the tax on the block of the weight when I blade the tracks. Middle finger to the law. I'm a boss. In fact, you lack stamina. I will damager. Rick the veteran. You be amateur. Call like Canada. Hot from cameras. Now's a hand here. Like a newborn baby. Crazy. Maybe the best. Yes. I'm saying it, and I be proving it. Gangsters and hustlers. That's my influence. Sports tape. Old dog and niggas making that cake off some Wesley snipe shit. Blazing new jacks. Blazing new tracks. Tool to your brain if you loosen my grip. Come and ride with me to the club because it's Friday, just got paid. Fresh Air Ones and a fresh cut fade. Boss of the game, but I don't play. And I'm straight from the block, girl. And I'm looking for a hot girl. She got to be a gangster. School to the game, job ruling these ranks. Let's go. Damn, I'm the king of this, king of strip. Back again, you know what I mean?
Sick when you do that. Y'all remember that, right? That is what got me the podcast, guys. All right? Give the man his credit. You guys wouldn't be seeing this live stream if I wasn't on the Real Toronto DVD. Okay? I would have never even had the idea of making a podcast if it wasn't for the Real Toronto DVD. All right? If it wasn't for the Mad Russian being born, coming and immigrating to Canada and making this DVD that was so legendary that everybody to this day is still showering him with money and praise, saying, you know what? That DVD that you made back in the days that made the whole city hot and everybody worrying about going to jail, that one right there, that you right there, you want to drink, my nigga? Get this guy a bottle. Get him a bottle. Niggas almost got locked up behind his name. Get him a bottle. Holy. This is what you wanted, right? Maybe this is what pissed him off. Let me go back in my history. Let's go back to Pastor Rick. You know what it was? I know what it was. Okay, we can go to the root. One-hit wonder. Facts, Carol. Crazy one-hit wonder. Man makes one DVD and it's like, broski, pay homage to me for life. For life. Let's go to the Relentless Diaries page. It wasn't that far back. I was only there maybe about a month ago. There we go.
I've all seen like the Real Toronto DVD before. So like that's a classic piece of Toronto lore. Like,
Yeah. The Real Toronto DVD is a DVD started by a guy named the Mad Russian. He was a huge fan and still a huge fan of Toronto rap. And he used to hit up all the rappers and just like him meeting Toronto rappers. And this is like back in like the early 2000s where like Toronto, being a Toronto rapper wasn't cool. It would show members of their crew that don't rap and it would show their guns and stuff. So we got inspired by seeing that. As soon as the man came through with a camera, every Toronto man said, "What camera? Ah, look at this. Look at this."
Oh, wow.
So the DVD went viral before viral was a thing. How it went viral because we didn't have like social media like that then.
Yeah.
It was on CP24. There was a video of the police chief. They're showing the camera from the back of his head, watching a television with the Real Toronto one. A lot of the men were getting locked up.
Right, because of that DVD.
Yeah. There was one scene when these guys were like, "Yo, see this apartment right here? A snitch lives right here. See the garbage in front of his door? He can't even put his garbage out in the chute, yo, because he's a snitch. We don't let him come out of his crib." And it was like,
oh my.
So here, real Mad Russian in the comments here at Friday Ricky Dread, in the hell out of me that whole day. That was like back November 7th. Okay, so almost a month ago. Man, like I said, rinsing my content for 20 years now. Come on. And the podcast, I got on the podcast, I go no idea. I guess I'm supposed to say I got. Oh, say my bad. I got no idea who you mans are. Well, maybe you should be paying more attention to what's going on in the scene out here, fam. Relentless Diaries does well out here, bro. And just because you, the creator of the Real Toronto DVD, doesn't know who the Relentless Diaries podcast is, doesn't invalidate who they are, bro. They don't know who the fuck you are neither. This is why your spokesman has to go around and explain shit because nobody's inviting to you to shit because nobody gives a fuck. I'm sorry to give the harsh reality to you. Maybe I should have DM'd you and told you nobody cares, bro. Okay, you made the DVD 20 years ago. It's goated. I'm not even going to take that away from it. But nobody cares, bro. Not to the point where they're just going to keep on bringing you on everybody's podcast over and over and over again. Yo, tell us that story again when you made that DVD 20 years ago. No, nigga. Tell me what you just did the other day. I just showed the audience an interview that I conducted this week. Show me what you did yesterday. What have you done for me lately? Fuck all that 20 years ago shit. That's that old head problem. Oh, well, you know, back in the days, I was the quarterback of the football team. Nigga, nobody cares in 2025. That's a super idiot thing, bro. You know what? You needed to do it you needed to do this better. And I might get copyrighted for this. Let me see if I can find Nessia. There we go. Look at the SEO on this. Look at the SEO on this. This is what you're supposed to. Oh, and 6Buzz put it on their page too. 6Buzz, you ain't low for that. But this is what you're supposed to do.
thing is with this rap shit, right? I don't know when to say when. Hell, and here I am on the mic. Washed up. I know. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. I quit rapping. People just want to put you on
What's
some
the next
pretty.
year?
Okay, remember, they're
We
not going
cool
to tell
now.
me I'm not better than a fucking mumble rapper. She's from Toronto, but she lives in Brampton. She was raised in Brampton.
Did you look her? Did you try to make Did you?
Using my sound bites.
To her either that you liked her? That you liked her, you needed or that you were gonna fuck her. Yeah.
You're gonna diss me properly, fam.
This is why I podcast.
Let's go.
What's up, Knicks? Man, I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You been on my clip. All you do is talk shit for clout. You should've retired, now you old. And deep inside, you know you. And since you failed at rap, you troll. And now you talking down on women? How pathetic. How the brokest in the room, always the loudest. I don't get it. You a washed up artist. 47 years of age, and we the slow or retarded. You might have
That was when I was 47. Good times.
dropped a couple lullabies, but never was charting. We love hip hop, not you. Right where you started. I showed you love for a minute. Even came to your segment. You a bitch ass nigga. You just love the attention. How you 45 plus, nigga? You double my age. Smoking roaches in your videos. What the fuck is you saying? You.
Ooh, she got me for smoking the roaches in the video. It was a tough day, shorty. It was a tough day.
A fan, a phony, a fake, a pussy, a stand. You told Alizé she had to fuck you to advance.
That's a lie. And I said that at the time when I reacted to it back then. That's a lie. Holy. I should have friggin' sued for defamation.
Broke nigga, joke nigga, no nigga. I don't wanna do your interview. You broke down and pitiful. You should've retired, now you old. And deep inside, you know you. And since you failed at rap, you troll. And now you talking down on women. This bitch ass, old ass. You should've retired, now you old. And deep inside, you know you. And since you failed at rap, you troll. And now you talking down on women. You seem to be only concerned with dissing women. Were you abused as a child, scared to smile? They called you ugly? Well, life is harsh, hug me, don't reject me. Or make references trying to check me. Blatant or indirectly. In 88, you was getting chased in your building.
No, I wasn't.
All alone like what? You ain't even had no children.
I wasn't living in a building in 88. I was living in my mom's house.
Or make references trying to check me, blatant or indirectly. In 88, you was getting chased in your building. All alone like what? You ain't even had no children. Had you no funds, had you no love, cause you a bum. Dumb niggas talk the most, I swear they love the reaction. Your interview, I'd rather you get battered and bruised. You gotta be a lot more careful with the battles you choose. You babble.
You know what? At the time when I reacted to this, and when was this? Because I did react to this. This is 2022. Time flies, bro. I kind of dissed the flows. I was like, she ain't really killing it, man. But maybe that was just my emotion speaking at the time. She floated on this still. I ain't gonna lie. You did your thing on this, shorty.
Fool. It's like you ain't got nothing to do. They talk about me, laugh behind my back, but in my face, y'all some well-wishing, friendly acting, envy hiding snakes. But you talking on my name, how much you think I was gonna take? Man, fuck talking about a Friday, bitch, we outside every day. You should've retired, now you old. And deep inside, you know you. And since you
You didn't end strong. You didn't end strong. But I say all of this, or I play all of this to say, Mad Russian, if you're gonna diss me properly, fam. I'm not gonna go through the catalog. I will make a playlist of Friday Ricky Dread diss songs, okay? But I'm not gonna belabor you guys with the list of songs of people who've dissed me in the past, okay? But I will say this in closing. Salute to you, Mad Russian. I don't know if you're gonna believe it, but salute to you. Congratulations, all right? Here's to 20 years of the Real Toronto DVD. I know you said I stepped on your moment. My bad. Okay. Everybody go run up the Real Toronto DVD on the Real Toronto DVD channel. Okay. Because guess what? The Mad Russian created the Real Toronto DVD back in 2005. Just a reminder. All right. We could leave it there. Let us move on. That was fun. I want to get a little bit into this lore of the Top 5 and BFR beef, okay? I know I've spoken about this in depth on this network before, but it's not going away, all right? There's been different things that have been popping up. Mans are now starting to drop songs. Songs are sounding hella self-incriminating. And I don't know if this is ever going to get resolved anytime soon. Okay. Let me pull up a few links to show y'all what I'm talking about. Because Top 5, he was at the Raptors game. Okay, I'm just pulling up my links over here. I have all my links prepared for this segment over here because there's a lot to get into. So let's go over to my Twitter and follow me on Twitter, Friday Ricky Dread. So if I go and I pull this back to where there was a still frame, this is from his Instagram stories that I took this from. It says, "Who would have thought that I'd make it this far?" But when everybody started getting like upset about this, I didn't catch the play. I'm an old head, you know what I'm saying? But then later on, maybe a few days later, I realized the spelling in the name. Okay. Somebody asked right here. Sorry, I got distracted for a second. Big salute to Bud Tender Dad. He asked, wasn't he banned? He was banned from the Rogers Center. Okay, this is the ACC, so he's not allowed to go to the Blue Jays games, but he can still go to the Raptors games. So
tonight, I'll tell you that much. We're gonna go in everywhere. You and your girlfriend. We're gonna go inside your girlfriend. You know your girlfriend? A little pussy, you know, a little pussy, we're gonna put our fingers in it. That's what we're gonna do. Tonight, I'll tell you that much.
This cop right here, this guy right here, I think if I'm not mistaken, he might be the same cop who is a social media I won't say a social media star, but he be on social media heavy. Let me see if I could find him here. Uno momento, gang. Let me see if I could find him. Cop. Bill Jung. Is that him? And I know it has nothing to do with the story, but I just want to double check something before we get into the story itself. And then we can get to the response from the BFR camp. But I just want to double check this because that guy looks pretty familiar. Let's see, Bill Jung. Is this him?
Do that again, you're going to find out real quick who I am.
That might be him.
And I'm being serious. I warned you. My name is Bill, and I'm a police officer for the great city of Toronto. And if you want to know a little bit more about the laws and regulations in the city, follow me at the Toronto Cops.
Yeah. Just for my own nosiness and maybe connecting some dots, because maybe 5 did see this guy online and it's like, this is why they were talking so much shit out there. It might be the same guy, fam. I'm not trying to like sound racist or anything and act like all Chinese guys or Asian guys look the same or whatever, because he might not even be Chinese. Okay, so I'm not trying to have any xenophobia or anything like that. So it's just everybody chill. But I'm just saying.
I'll tell you that much.
That is him. That's the guy. Fam, am I wrong? Like, gang, y'all see, I know this has nothing to do with the stories, but just bear with me a second. Because he be downtown. These guys were downtown after the game. Damn. You bumped into Bill Jones.
We're gonna go in everywhere. You and your girlfriend. We're gonna go inside your girlfriend. You know your girlfriend? A little pussy, you know, a little pussy, we're gonna put our fingers in it.
What are they telling this man? Like, damn. So after that basketball game happened, the BFR they started to address this shit. Like, bro, what are you saying? And there was another thing that happened actually right after the basketball game. He linked up with Chair Girl on Snapchat. I'm sorry, you guys. This is like Toronto's lore. For the people who don't know who Chair Girl is, This is what make me hate the city sometimes. Let's just read the caption first, and then I'll explain to you who the hell Chair Girl is. Me and my celly got crazy wallpaper. The man on the wallpaper is a serial artist. Laughing my ass off. What? So weird. Okay, so I guess they're having a conversation, and this is a guy named Chino. He's down with BFR. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he might be down with EXO as well. But yeah. No, I think he's just down with BFR. He was there with Top 5 when Top 5 was in Dubai. And he was showing videos of him in Dubai and stuff like that. He was there with him here. I'm sorry, just a quick explanation of who the hell Chair Girl is and why her name is Chair Girl. She's basically just like a Toronto girl. I don't know what she does, but let's say she's a Toronto girl who gets money. She gets to the bag, and she went really viral for throwing a chair off of a balcony once upon a time. Okay. I'm not gonna find the actual her throwing the chair off of the balcony, but yeah, she got really popular for stupid shit like that. So just to let the people know, if it's that important, who Chair Girl is. But I want to find something here while I'm over here on Torontology Reddit. Top 5 Dubai. And maybe we can find this Chino guy. This is when he was on the jet, on the private jet. There might be a video of him arriving in Dubai if I could find that. Set up little Beretti. No. I'll find it, gang. I'll find it. Or maybe not. But yeah. And that's where the whole thing happened with Julian. And, I don't know if you guys know what happened with that whole guy where, there was an alleged scamming of multiple millions of dollars. And that's where basically it helped to exacerbate the beef between BFR and the GGGs. I'm going to say this as well. It's not necessarily only just a beef anymore, just between BFR and the GGGs. It's more like Top 5. Don't get me wrong. He has his members behind him, but like a lot of his members have gone through some hardship over the years, or even over the past year. So he has less people around him than before, where these guys just have just the same amount of people around him. You know what I'm saying? Bundog did respond though, and I'm going to pull up the response here, because these guys will take stuff and they'll delete them. Yeah, it was like 2019-ish when she threw the chair off the balcony. I can't believe this girl got so popular off of this bullshit. So after that whole post of Top 5, dissing Houdini, because basically he's dissing Houdini in the post, right? He said, right is right, wrong is wrong. We don't condone in the internet war, that starts real fucking war. People forget we all gangsters and we all do shit. Stop thinking internet disrespect doesn't spill into the streets. Niggas think the internet shit is all fun and games until we start losing members to the system and the grave. I'm the fucking one outside, and I have to see people and be ready to crash out. I'm the one paying lawyer fees. You guys not gonna do my time because you want to retweet. Mans don't delete nothing off of my IG if you have my login. I said what I said. I posted who I posted. I'm not fucking going to war for the next 10 years for a fucking tweet. Niggas need to mind their own business, and who needs to focus? Words are covered here. My bad, gang. Yeah, I can't see the rest of the words. Okay. And this is not only, I guess, because they're saying that he's paging Tall-Up and he's paging a few different people. So he's not only talking to Top 5, I think. This is just based on the Reddit. This is just based on what the Reddit said. He's not only talking to Top 5, he's talking to everybody who thinks that all of this internet shit is sweet. You know what I'm saying? Man's getting online, tweeting this, talking this. Like, niggas be outside in the end of the day, and like this shit could turn ugly. And I'm saying this also as I'm doing this reaction here, right? It's all fun and games, but these guys are outside. They're doing all of this internet activity, but the shit could actually go down in real life. And it did to a degree, because Top 5 had this incident over there in the UK where he got his neck slashed. And these guys started using this as a point of contention to diss him. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys a warning ahead of time. Graphic. The content that you're going to be seeing on the screen is going to be graphic in nature. But YG dropped the song and he put it in his Instagram stories. I don't know if he dropped the full song yet, but he put it in his Instagram stories. And it says over here in the Torontology Reddit, YG, this is Top 5 and flipping a new track. This is NS FW content. So I might have to blur this out later, but we'll see.
Picture on the floor, your t-shirt catch up high. What? Let Frankenstein. Yeah, let Frankenstein. My Cody made him look like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein. I seen your picture on the floor, your t-shirt catch up high, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein, like Frankenstein. A couple offs got sliced, built your hammer time. I caught a pussy out the country, wasn't hard to find. These goofies doing petty robberies, don't know how to grind.
Yo, that's crazy. Listen, raps are just raps, but like, that's crazy to say that in the raps, bro.
I pressed a button on the Glock and made this top recline. I seen that video of Flippo cat like press rewind.
Yeah, and this is flipping this too. Let me take this off the screen before I get my shit completely demonetized. And Pressa just dropped a new album, Press Machine 2. Go check that out. Okay. And he actually disses Top 5 also. So like these guys are having like a multi-pronged attack as far as like getting on Top 5. I don't know what he's gonna have to do in response, because like I said, this shit is spilling into the streets. Top 5 hasn't released any songs since he came home, right? So I don't know if going to the booth is gonna be his thing. All right, so let me play a little snippet of Press and stuff. I'm probably gonna have to chop this out because this will get me copywritten.
Briefly took it to the east side. Caught up in the free ride, now he ain't got no free time. Still screaming free mind. 347, number 30, tell them free 9. See, I was stuffing racks in my Levi's.
Let me go forward a bit because I don't want to play too much.
Dirty like he Draymond. Human torch, but I'm known to get my flame on. Niggas gotta die, but it's still I live Jason. Audemars bezel like a crayon. Don't know.
Right, so here what he said there, he said niggas gotta die, but it's always long live Jason, right? And that's Top 5's homie Jason that passed away maybe about last year or something like that. Torontology Reddit really has a lot of this stuff. So even though we've had our conflicts in the past, a lot of conflicts. They don't fuck with me over there. All right. Yeah, this is 2 years ago. Holy shit. Right. This is the homie Jason that passed away. I actually met him in person as well. Nice guy. You know what I'm saying? And he was well respected in the city. So a lot of these guys, they'll take shots at Top 5, but they'll still big up his homie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. And I don't know if I got through all my links here. 1 second. Just let me double check. Yeah, I got through all my links there. Oh, there was actually one more thing. And this might make things a little bit worse than just with Top 5. There was a like that I seen here. Let me see if I can pull this up. Because all of these are like little sneak shots. And big salute to Chapelle Ross, because I see Chapelle Ross, he tries to cover this as well. I'm over here, like, kind of on the inside, or not on the inside, but like over here on ground zero. So I might be able to bring a little bit more clarity to some of this stuff, or some of what the sneak shot actually, the sneak this really is. there was a post, and I'm going to get to that story in a second, actually, about the Trump dissing the Somali community. Let me see if I could find this post here. They might have deleted it already. Maybe not. Oh, here it is. So, if Top 5 or any other Mali rappers liked a post saying all Jamaicans are garbage, people would be outraged. Right? If that's how you feel, 35, that's fucked. Okay, so right now they're showing a post over here from 6Buzz of Donald Trump where he called Somalis garbage, which is crazy. And like I said, we're going to get to that story in a second. And right here in the likes, because they'll show like some of the people who have the most popular likes. Right here in the likes, man, like YG. Okay, so when YG does that, because I feel like, and I don't want to speak for the man them, but I know he has a lot of people that he fucks with that are Somali, right? So I don't think that he has an issue with the Somali community. I heard a lot. He's spoken so many bars that are like Arabic bars and different things like that. Like he has a whole song called Bantu Jinni. You feel me? So I don't know. And I'm throwing homie a lot of bail over here. I don't think that he has an issue with the whole Somali community. But him liking that post is like him dissing certain people. You feel me? He's like, all right, Top 5, Somali community. There's some mans like that are over there in the Driftwood community that they have issues with. Some of the young boys that are from the Somali or Somali descent as well. All right, like I'm not gonna say too much, but I feel like you guys have said enough from saying that right there. So that's more of a diss towards them, in my opinion. You feel me? So, like I said, this has not ended. It's gotten worse. Once you start putting up songs with man's neck slashed in the picture and story, and guys are dissing in their songs, and Top 5 is not. Listen, I'm not throwing Top 5 any bail at all, neither, because that post saying, who would have thought I made it that far, it's unnecessary. It's stoking the flames. You feel me? But I don't know. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. We're December right now. We're getting into the winter time now. We're going to be starting getting into the seasons where like people are at the basketball games all the time and all types of shit. Like, I think mans might need to, like, dare I say, find a way to resolve this. It might be a pipe dream when I say shit like this, like, yo, resolve this, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't feel like a bunch of blood was shed, if any. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there was some bloodshed, if I really think about it behind it. Yes. So it will be hard for these guys to just squash it. And I'm not saying between these two camps, just in general with this whole lore that's been going around Top 5. Like RIP to his homie Drive-By King that passed over there in Jungle, right? Mans have taken losses in this whole thing, so it's not going to be as easy to just say, yeah, you guys just resolve this shit. Figure it out, shake hands, and get to the bag. Like, but I would suggest if you guys could just find some kind of a truce. You know how like countries do truces, like, yeah, I don't fuck with you, but for the betterment of the city, when we see each other in public, because we're in public places, we ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? If we see each other behind the scenes, it doesn't mean mans don't need to be actively doing whatever they need to do. But when we see each other in public, we over here trying to get the bag. All right, that's just my suggestion. Okay, and I'll leave it there. That's unk advice right there. Let us move on. Actually, let's stay on this whole the Somali thing here, because Trump did do this to Somalis. Let me see if I can find this, because I actually didn't look up a link for this before I prepared for the live. I prepared with everything else except for that. But Trump did say some harsh words about Somalia. Let's do this. Trump
Somali. Let's hear what this guy had to say.
Ripped off.
So breaking news, Trump is the very get this off the screen. It's the very definition of racist. Calls Ilhan Omar garbage. Calls Ilhan Omar's friends garbage. Says he doesn't want Somalis in our country. Says Somalis stinks. What? Says Somalis contribute nothing. Says that 85% of Somalians or Somalis get welfare. This is fake. Fact, 99 to 100% of Somali's population is black. Trump is garbage.
We have to. Somalians ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%. They contribute nothing.
Damn.
I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Somebody said, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks.
What?
We don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries too. I can say it about other countries too. We don't.
Yo, what the? Whoa. Yo, is this AI, fam? Sometimes, like when I watch this guy, I'm like, this must be AI. There's no way this guy's saying this in front of multiple cameras. Holy shit, bro.
Correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our.
Oh, you obviously don't care, bro. Damn, nigga, how you really feel?
Country. Their country's no good for a reason. Their country stinks, and we don't want them in our country. I could say that about other countries too.
What other countries, bro?
Other countries too. We don't want them to hell. We have to rebuild our country. You know, our country's at a tipping point. We could go bad. We're at a tipping point. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying that we could go one way or the other, and we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country. Ilhan Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage.
And it's that chick he's talking about. I'm not deep into politics like that neither. Yo, this guy is relentless, man. Holy shit, brethren. What's this right here? It's not about them being black. It's the corruption. It's the crime. Look at Minnesota. That's a right-leaning post right there, or tweet. Jesus Christ. I'm just looking at all the different tweets that people have been posting about this. I guess this is Shorty that he's talking about. Yo, Trump is up. Listen, because a lot of people will say, oh, well, you know, he's just speaking his truth or whatever. But this nigga sounds hella racist. What's this guy saying?
We have to destroy the idea of America in our heads, in our neighbors' heads, in our comrades' heads, in everybody's heads in this country. We have to.
Palestinian. You know, actually, I want to find out a little bit more about Shorty here that he's talking about. Holy, bro. This nigga went crazy. Let me find her name again here. Yeah, let's do this. And let's look her up. Gang, what do y'all... Is there any other links that I'm missing on this? Let me know what y'all thoughts on this is, because this is insane. Wants to know... Oh, you just missed the top 5 Boondock session. Just rewind a little bit. I gave my thoughts on these guys with their little beef, or not little beef, big ass beef. So let's see. This is Shorty here.
Including a restaurant owner who hosted events for host. Well, now investigators are tracking the web of fraud to other Minnesota Democrats, such as Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. Many of the suspects linked to the scheme live in her district, including a restaurant owner who hosted events for her. He has since been convicted.
Okay, I'm going to YouTube.
Now I'm intrigued. Salute to all my people in Minnesota as well. I know Minnesota has a heavy Somali community over there. Let's go over to YouTube's. Let's go to the tubes of yubes. The tube for you. So watch Ilhan Omar get annoyed as host calmly asked tough questions. Really? Let's play this first.
No, I think that Waltz is a grossly incompetent man. There's something wrong with him. Okay, there's something wrong with him. And when you look at what he's done with Somalia, which is barely a country, you know, they have no anything. They just run around killing each other. There's no structure. And when I see somebody like
this nigga just has no like filter, fam. Like they're barely a country. It's crazy.
When I see somebody like Ilhan Omar, who I don't know at all, but I always watch her for years. I've watched her complain about our Constitution, how she's being treated badly. Our Constitution, the United States of America, is a bad place. Hates everybody, hates Jewish people, hates everybody. And I think she's an incompetent person. She's a real terrible person. But when I watch...
Yo, this guy... Bro, like, you need a script, fam.
What is happening in Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes, or however many lakes they have, they got a lot of lakes. But this beautiful place, and I see these people ripping it off. And now I'm understanding, and you're going to look at, I hear they ripped off Somalians, ripped off that state for billions of dollars, billions, every year, billions of dollars, and they contribute nothing. The welfare is like 88%.
Damn.
They contribute nothing. I don't want them in our country, I'll be honest with you. Okay? Somebody say, oh, that's not politically correct. I don't care. I don't want them in our country.
Okay, we're
going to go the wrong way if we keep taking. I don't know if people mind me saying that, but I'm saying that we could go one way or the other. And we're going to go the wrong way if we keep taking in garbage into our country.
Jesus
Ilhan
Christ, bro.
Omar is garbage. She's garbage. Her friends are garbage. These aren't people that work. These aren't people that say, let's go, come on, let's make this place great. These are people that do nothing but complain. They complain. And from where they came from, they got nothing. You know, they came from paradise, and they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell, and they complain and do nothing but, we don't.
Yo, wait a Brethren. This nigga didn't say enough that could have gotten bleeped out. What the hell did they bleep out? He went crazy and they didn't bleep out anything he said before. So he must have went extra like nuclear with his rant for them to have to blank that. Like they blanked his mouth. Like they put a cloud over his mouth, fam. This man thinks he's cooking right now, but he's just like crashing out.
And they said, this isn't paradise. But when they come from hell and they complain and do nothing but, we don't want to.
Did he say fuck around?
In our country. Let them go back to where they came from and fix it.
This nigga really said go back. I guess it's just okay to be openly racist. And I had to hesitate for a second because I know that there's some people and people who I fuck with who might not be right-leaning, but some of their beliefs might be right-leaning. And they might be like, what's the problem? What's he saying wrong? Y'all be, painting Trump in the wrong light. Man just speaks his truth. Like, nah, bro, you sound crazy, bro. And no matter how much problems that Somalia does have, because we're not going to act like that country doesn't have any problems. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a war-torn country. Like, fam, you still sound like you're the most unwelcoming president of all of the presidents, fam. That is a mod thing. Let me see a little bit more about this woman here.
Minnesota's fraud scandal stands out, according to federal auditors. What are you hearing from investigators right now?
There have been all sorts of governmental programs that Minnesota was doing that were unbelievably fraudulent, that again became money laundering schemes that put money in people's pockets instead of going to the people. And Ilhan Omar was asked about it on CNN. And will you tell me if this is a legitimate answer or not?
First of all, federal prosecutors say 59 people have been investigated in these schemes so far. Americans at large stole tens of billions of forms of it.
I feel like I'm gonna be disrespectful because she has the hijab on, but she's hot, fam.
During the pandemic, all over the country. Minnesota's fraud scandal stands out, according to federal auditors. What are you hearing from investigators right now?
Well, I've been following the cases closely as they've gone through the courts, and we know that there are more indictments possibly coming. I think that number might go up to 73 is what I'm hearing.
Okay. Can you shed any light on why the fraud got so out of control in Minnesota?
I think what happened is that, you know, when you have these kind of new programs that are designed to help people, you're oftentimes relying on third parties to be able to.
What the hell are you saying over here in the chat? Comment gang strong. TRC 275 says she married her own brother. What are you saying, fam? Yuck. Is that facts, or is that some kind of is that substantiated in any way? She married her own brother. Please don't be slandering this woman. I don't want no problem with the Somali community either. All right, I got a lot of brothers in the Somali community and sisters that like I fuck with heavy. That's fam. So like, I ain't trying to offend nobody here, but jeez, if there's any kind of fact to that, yeah.
Facilitate, and I just think that a lot of the COVID programs that were set up, they were set up so quickly that a lot of the guardrails did not get created.
Oh, well, then maybe somebody should be fired. Maybe you, because you're the congresswoman of that area, and you.
I want to check something here. Somali. Sorry, my bad, gang. Somalis. That's what else. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to check. Somalis in Minnesota. Inside Minnesota's Somali Muslim takeover. Wow, there are recent videos on this. So this has been really getting a lot of attention as of recently. Sorry, I'm not in the political loop like this. You know what I'm saying? I look at things that interest me.
The rise of Islam.
And because we have a heavy Somali community over here in Toronto, I feel like this is very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's going on here.
Is real here in the United States.
Salute to Nick Shirley interviews.
It's the fastest growing religion across America, and it's nearly doubled in size over the past 2 decades. Muslims aren't just outpacing the nation in birth rates, they're also out-converting Christians. Nearly a quarter of all U.S. Muslims are converts, and most of them used to be Christians. While Christian churches are losing members, mosques are gaining members, and they're keeping them. And today I'm here in Minnesota, home to one of the largest Muslim populations in all of America, to witness the rise firsthand. I'll be speaking with Muslims, Christian Americans, all Americans.
Well, I guess we know from the beginning of this video where this video is going, it's going to be a very religious leaning video. Like, oh my God, you're taking our Christians away.
In the mosque, asking the questions you guys want answered, from 9/11 to Sharia law, everything in between. There are no questions that are off the table for this video. And now, let's hit the streets and see what's happening. And to see the rise of Islam firsthand, we head to Cedar Riverside in Minneapolis to see how much the Islam community has grown inside of this community inside of America. And why do you think so many people are converting to Islam here? It's the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Well, why does he keep on saying Islam like it's like with an I? It's Islam, bro.
It's not only the growing, it's the fastest growing religion in the world. And no one can stop it. It looks like it is the best and the final religion to humanity. So if you don't accept it, that's up to you.
Islam is the #1 growing religion here in the United States.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is so?
Because of the great influx, #1 of the immigrants that we had.
While we were inside of Cedar Riverside, we actually met a lady who had left the Islam faith. So are you a Muslim woman or no?
I'm not. My parent was Muslim.
How come you left Islam?
Because they control me. They control my clothes, and it's not good.
Do you think women?
I don't mean to stop this guy's video like this. Actually, I don't give a fuck. Fuck this guy. This video is like, it feels like it's very Islamophobic. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to find something about the Somali community over there in Minnesota, and I understand that the Somali community is a Muslim or Islamic community, but like, you're really making it like, hey, so what's going on with these people trying to take over and, you know, make everybody Muslim?
Read the Quran and they find the truth, and they read it in English, and they see how peaceful Islam is.
All right, I'm stopping this guy's video because he's starting to piss me off. I was trying to just find a video on the immigration boom of Somalis in here we go. Somali community history. Okay, explained. Sorry, I've wasted y'all time with some of this guy's video over here trying to push propaganda.
In Minnesota for more than 30 years now, tens of thousands came as refugees of a civil war in their homeland, and their populations in this state is estimated at about 107,000.
And our Corin Hoggard dug into the history with a Somali scholar and found out about the Somali trajectory and how it's pretty similar to what we've seen with other immigrant communities.
Oh, terrible, tragic civil war.
Somalia's civil war forced 3.8 million people to flee the country since 1991, according to refugee assistance agencies. Almost all of them expected it to be temporary.
Everyone in Somalia was just exactly saying, I'm just going to run away with the cup of tea in my hand today, but I'm going to be back tomorrow.
Tomorrow hasn't come for more than 30 years, but at least 24,000 Somali refugees found new homes in Minnesota. With help from Catholic Charities and Lutheran Social Services, they initially came for night shift jobs at a poultry processing plant.
Hold on, let me stop this for a quick second. Yo, broski, what's your name over here? Live or whatever from Kick? Stop the knives, Bretchen. Don't come over here on my stream saying, yo, my live's much better. Go over there right now. Like, fam, that's a idiot thing, bro. That's not how you get people to go up to your stream. Going on a next man's stream and saying, yo, go to my stream. Matter of fact, I'm fucking blocking you, bro. Let me go up on Kick. I'm going to keep on playing this video. I'm going to go block this nigga.
Whatever unskilled employment they could find.
Some goofy ass
like
shit, bro.
The hospitality,
Run the fuck
like
up, my
the
youth.
car rental agencies, like the parking lots.
I'll come to my stream.
Jobs that no one would
Suck your mom, bro.
36% of the current Somali population in Minnesota still lives below the poverty level. That number is much lower among younger generations and mirrors the progress of Minnesota's Hmong population. They had a 31% poverty rate in 2011, more than 3 decades after first arriving. But right now, they're in line with the state's rate of about 9%. Nearly all Somalis in Minnesota are American citizens. Author Ahmed Ismail Yusuf says they're integrating into American society at a normal pace. But some of them still dream of the home they left behind.
Where you were raised is always going to be a part of you. So because you want to see it, you want to remember it.
On the subject of fraud, Yusuf says his community is both ashamed and upset, both at the people who committed crimes and at the perception that they're all to blame for it. In Minneapolis, Corin Hoggard, Fox 9.
Yeah,
Well, Fox 9 will continue.
There's a lot of Islamophobia that I see that's going on this right here, man. You know what I'm saying? Because the sins of a few doesn't friggin' fall on the whole of the community. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, there's going to be scammers in every community, including the white community. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the white community, or if you want to call it the white community, man's like Trump, the kind of community that he's in, the scammers come at the highest level. Right? So we're going to say that all white people are scammers? Like, come on, bro. You know, they got that shorty over there. They're saying that she has some bad practices over there. You know what? She just might. But it doesn't mean that, oh, you got to watch out for them Somalis. They're going to come over here and scam up the place, make everybody Islam. Like, that just sounds crazy, fam. I don't know, man. I really, that's my take on it. That's all I got on it. Cause like, I'm not politically educated enough to be like, oh, well, maybe you're wrong, Friday. That doesn't sound crazy because of this, this, and this. From the outside view, when I just hear it on its face, pause, it just sounds like you just sound like a redneck racist, bro. I'm sorry. And I'm not a leftist or a right person or anything. I just call it how I see it. And you sound racist, bro. So yeah, I'll leave that there. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments before I leave this segment here. Fox rocks with Republicans and Trump is just I just noticed that was Fox. They're gonna make the Democrats and Muslim look crazy. Yeah. It's not a good look, bro. But yeah. Salute to my whole all my Somali brothers and sisters out here, man. Or out there in Minnesota as well. Castro says Friday, I'm born in Toronto, Canada, and I'm still get blamed for 1.4% of Americans owning African slaves. Yeah. Like I said, the sins of the few doesn't fall on the many. You know what I'm saying? You're not helping there, broski. They be doing mad scams, not gonna lie. Yes, but I know mad Caribbean shorties, Jamaican shorties, what do you call that? Trini shorties and stuff like that. African shorties, Nigerian shorties, all that. Mad people do scams, fam. You feel me? Yeah, man. Salute to my Somali people here. Let me go through the chat before we get into our next segment. Because I'm looking at these people who are popping up on Kick over here. Hey, bro, please follow in my chat on Kick. What I might do, I'm going to do this one more time. And I'm going to take this person off of Kick, or I'm going to block this next person that's popping up over here in the chat. Okay. And any of you guys make another account that come up in the chat again, bro, I'm just gonna take Kick off of the list because like we don't even have that many street people watching the stream on Kick. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, let me just double check something, gang, before we move on. Let me just do some quick housekeeping. All right. Let me see what the numbers are over here. Pop out session info. There's one viewer over there. You know what? Fuck Kick. Remove. The Kick stream is now done. And let's continue over here where we are. My bad, gang. Kick is, you know what? I'll say this before we continue, because Kick is like a newer streaming platform. But as a newer streaming platform, sometimes these guys deal with a lot of bots and fuckery. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to say that Twitch is a better platform or anything like that, but Twitch at least has some tenure. It's been around for a while. It's not going to be just filled with a bunch of Twitch bots that are popping up talking a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I gotta get rid of anybody. If I only have one Kick viewer and you're in here just botting up my freaking chat, get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Oh, Dave Chapelle. Okay, Dave Chapelle, he got heckled. I don't know if he got booed. They said that his show went kind of left over there in Edmonton. I didn't even know that he was in Canada. I think he might have skipped Toronto. But he's over here, or he went to Edmonton to do a show about 3 nights ago, if I'm not mistaken. And they're saying at that show that it didn't go so well. The fans heckled him. They were saying that, I guess, Dave Chapelle, he has a lot of jokes that he offends certain communities. Like the trans community has definitely gotten offended by a lot of his jokes. I know recently he went and he did something, I think it was called the Riyadh Festival or something like that, where they went to Saudi Arabia and did a comedy show, and he got a little bit of backlash for that. So, I'm sure that he's doing responses to that while he's doing his stand-up. But I'm going to play a video over here of what's been going on over there in Edmonton. Salute to Edmonton, aka Deadmonton. Of what happened over at Dave Chappelle's show.
Chappelle's first performance in Edmonton. Comedian Dave Chappelle's first performance in Edmonton was met with backlash online this morning. Some people say hecklers ruined the experience. CTV's Merrick Takash has more.
Dave Chappelle, we're really, really, really sorry.
An apology song for comedian Dave Chappelle after his stop in Edmonton. The show, the hot topic on Virgin Radio, with callers describing what many considered to be a disaster.
Dave just shut down. He said, like, yeah, I've done a million shows, and this is the first time I can't wait to be off stage.
Whoa! See, I didn't even get a chance to hear this clip yet. They went that bad? He said that to these guys? This is the first time I can't wait to be off stage? What did they do to him?
Shut down. He said, like, yeah, I've done a million shows, and this is the first time I can't wait to be off stage.
Wow.
Oh my God.
There's no video of the performance because cell phones were banned from the event. Sherry Coates was inside the arena when it all unraveled.
3/4 of the way through, that's when the crowd kind of got a little rude, I'll say. Yeah, rude.
There have been complaints about audio issues and about the behavior of some in the crowd loudly heckling. Sherry says she was embarrassed.
Honestly, he just...
Damn, embarrassed. What did he say? Or was it just I don't think it was just an audio issue. I'm sure it was something that he was saying up there. He's probably up there smoking cigarettes. Yeah, listen, you motherfuckers. And they just weren't feeling him. I'm just assuming.
Stood there and he looked at his watch and he's like, I could stand here for the remainder of the show for like the next 10 minutes that we have. And like, you guys can just scream at me and be ignorant or, you know. Rogers Place is usually such a vibe. There was a show and some Edmonton wasn't very nice.
The reaction inspired Virgin Radio's Jenna Winterburn to perform the apology.
I really felt like, due to what the audience was doing, I had to find a way to apologize to Dave Chappelle in my own creative way. So I did a...
Oh, Canada. I'm speaking to Canada unilaterally. Like, I know that reputation of us being nice. Sorry. I'm sorry. All right? That's the real Canadian sorry right there. Sorry. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, that's some bitch ass shit, bro. If you didn't like the show, you didn't like the show. Stand on business. Don't apologize to that nigga.
A little bit of a parody apology song.
Winterburn has been a stand-up comedian for 8 years.
Most of Edmonton knows that we could do so much better than what we did. It was a few hecklers who kind of unfortunately ruined the experience for a lot of people.
Both Coates and Winterburn think the show left a negative impression on Chapelle and his team.
We were one of like the very...
If they're in an arena, I mean, how are the hecklers even getting to you, fam? I know it's quiet in an arena, but like, or when you're doing a comedy, a stand-up comedy show, you know, it's silence until the laughs, maybe a couple of chuckles in between while you're telling your story, but like, it's silence until the laughs. So, you know, you might be able to hear somebody in the crowd, but how close was this guy for him to be able to say things that were disrupting the show or these people? Because if it was just one person, then I'm sure that it wouldn't have been that much, it wouldn't have been that effective. But if it's a group of people, then it might be a Dave problem.
Much better than what we did. It was a few hecklers who kind of unfortunately ruined the experience for a lot of people.
Both Coates and Winterburn think the show left a negative impression on Chapelle and his team.
We were one of like the very first stops on his tour, and he's not going to be back, I don't think.
It's Dave Chappelle's first time coming to Edmonton. Unfortunately, probably his last. Sorry!
Dave
That's horrible.
Chapelle continues his North American tour in Portland tomorrow. Merrick Takash, CT.
Where's he going next? Let's see. Can I go on? Let's go to Google's here. Dave Chapelle tour. Wow, this Edmonton has a lot of SEO on it. Portland, Vancouver. Is he coming to Toronto? Irving, Texas. Let's go in here. Let me make sure y'all, this is still up on the screen. Let's see. Let's see. We're not going to spend super long on this. International shows. All of this shit here. Oh, she only has 8 shows. There's nothing else here. 8 out of 8 events. Yeah. So he's not coming to Toronto. He's still got to do Vancouver. The reason I'm also checking this because when you come to certain places, they have, and I don't mean to get political, but a lot of these places have very liberal crowds. So you go to a place like Edmonton. I'm not completely sure about Edmonton's demographic like that. I feel like Edmonton would have more of a conservative crowd because there might be like more cowboys and shit like that out there. But you never know. You know what I'm saying? I know for sure if you come to Toronto or if you go to Vancouver, you might be seeing a little bit people who might be a little bit more sensitive. So some of the topics that Dave Chapelle approaches when he gets on his stand-up tours might have offended him, might have offended them like in the past, or like Netflix specials and different things like that. They might have seen that. It might have been like, you know what? I can't wait for him to come here live. I'm going to pay my ticket just so I can say some shit to this motherfucker. So you never know. But just, just even right here. Wiz3 says, I wouldn't go to Edmonton either. It's so damn cold up there. Fam, it's such a random stop to make on a tour. Edmonton and Vancouver, like no Toronto, no Montreal, like doesn't make sense to me. But hey, maybe you should have came to Toronto or Montreal. We might have had a better reception for you than Edmonton. But like I said, I'm not going to spend super long on this. Salute to Dave Chapelle. I still think he's funny. But yeah, maybe not Edmonton. A couple things I want to put y'all on to. You know, as a music podcast, do my musical duties over here. There is some new music that just dropped. Let me go over to my Instagram page. Follow on Instagram, Friday Ricky Dread, or the We Love Hip Hop page. I just did a collabo over here with Bro Sound for Robbie. All right, salute to Robbie Niles. He just dropped a banger with new music video, Take It Off. You know where I should play this from? I'll play it from YouTube so we can get a better view. Just to put y'all onto some music, you know what I'm saying? Gotta put y'all onto some music. Let's go here. I got mad screens open, so bear with you, nigga. Let's go here. I'll just flip the screen here. Robbie Niles.
Yeah, this is he, bro. You got some shit. Respect, bro. Peter. Absolutely. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Respect. Who's that? What the fuck? Oh, they parked in front of us. His parking lot's empty. That's crazy, bro. Factor. Yeah, she bad as fuck. You should go talk to her. You should go talk to her. You got a nice car. Come on, man. You got this. Hey, don't fuck it up.
I need to get me a pair of pants like that.
Violet speed only with me, the whole thing vibrate. The way I make it thing gyrate. Wine fast, baby girl, don't fight.
So it's like a fusion, like a hip hop trap type beat with some dancehall with man doing a chant over it. I ain't mad at it.
Take girl near or change, girl don't judge. Don't play for me, girl, I be the judge. We can make a test when the roar of the engine. You
Let me know what y'all think about this.
You could bring a best friend. It's a two-door, make it fit, make it go, make it flip, exit. I could be the money coming from this whole damn economy.
The video looks good. You know what I'm saying? They did good casting for the shotties.
Like Brexit, Mondo, Texas. 2 private cars rolling on the Texas. Elevate beat them big Lexus. Finish first cause you're about to be breakfast.
I ain't mad at this still. I ain't mad at this. The hook too. Nice little singing hook on there too. I ain't mad at this, fam. I'm probably gonna have to cut some of this out later on, but hey, fuck it.
She giving a correction. It's a school and she found it. 5-star, she hitting on this car like a bone and get it pounded. Yo, I'm standing, yeah, flooring. Her body is soaring. It's crazy, it's Fiji. Like my car, she imported.
All right, so just give you guys a little taste of what's going on over here in Toronto. All right, big salute to Robbie Niles. Let me subscribe to his page over here. Go subscribe to his page. He's got a lot going on over here, man. Let me see if I can go on his Instagram quick, fast before we move on to some other things that are going on in music. Because I'm going to stay on music for a quick second. I seen somebody in the chat say the song's so whack. Y'all got no mercy. No mercy. But hey, I asked for y'all honesty, so. And if you see this, brother, this is salute to the comment gang. This is all honesty over here. This is how we do it. Let's see what he got going on over here.
We also have a promise to this, my brother. We're going to celebrate him tonight.
Yeah, we're not playing no copyrightable music there, bro.
I got it. Okay, go.
So,
like, tell them we bad from the born. Them man see what have I done.
Having like, I would say trouble. There's a little bit of a blockage. So that's we could come in and create.
All right. So yeah, he's got a lot going on over here in Toronto. Big salute to Robbie Niles. Also, Pressa just dropped, and I spoke about that earlier when I played a snippet from the top 5 song that he has. He just dropped Press Machine 2. Okay. 14 tracks. Oh, he put Hollows on there. That's one of my favorite songs. Hollows featuring Boondog. Who else is featuring on this? Quintana Mills. Bass Swag. What is Huncho? I guess it's Huncho. Okay, not a lot of features on there. Let me see what the cover. Number 9 on the Apple charts from what I'm seeing over here. Yeah, man. Salute to Pressa, man.
40K on the Kelly. I could have went Benny. I could have went Bentley instead of the Skelly.
Right, he's got a release party going on in LA, or I guess it already happened. So yeah, man, just to put you guys on to some new music that's going on in the city, man. Let me see what else I got on my list here. You know what I want to play? I'm going to play something over here from the homie Reed in the Streets, and then we're going to spin back around to my other topic that I had about the rap cap numbers that just came out not too long ago. Big salute to Reed in the Streets. He did a video, and if I could just double check what the title is here. Toronto's Most Dangerous Hood, Jane and Finch. All right. Reed in the Streets has been out here for a while filming music videos. He's over the years started to show more content where he's outside showing what's going on with some of the unhoused community. That's the new politically correct term to use. Not homeless. You can't say that anymore. It's unhoused community. Let's go over to his page here. Read. AKA King B. So a lot of the content you'll see is him outside in the community.
When I came to gain and
we'll play something that's not from that vlog.
Officer, every time, bro.
Watch your head. Officer, they didn't tell me that.
Officer, I've been doing all that I can, officer. Officer, I did everything, man. Officer,
All right. And I've interviewed him on the pod before. He's the one also who did the new music video for Market. So his music videos be getting views. It's not no music videos that just got a couple thousand views on it. Like his music videos have hundreds of thousands. He has music videos that he's directed that have millions of views.
Number one on Apple, number one on YouTube. I know this, yo. Not even 2 years in the rap game right now. Number one, trending. Number one album. Feels good. All sides full of facts.
Big salute to Reed in the streets. So I'm going to play the video here because he gets a pass to be able to go around to multiple neighborhoods just off the hop because he's done work with bare mans in the scene, right? So this might be a little bit more in depth than some other guys that come from out of town sometimes and do videos like this. So let's see what happens.
rough. Like a ricochet bullet like hit our window is very scary.
You ever get bullets through your window?
Many times.
How many angle monitors do we have? 3 in the cut.
And then the vision that I got when I was gonna shoot him, I got a vision that I shot his little sister.
TV cribs, man.
Live and direct. Let's go for the G. Alright, yo, I'm out here. Gonna walk around, see who I can meet up with, see who I can talk to. Yes, Paul. Hey, what is that?
Barack.
Who made that?
Me.
No way, nice.
Yeah, man. Guyana.
Yeah.
Trinidad.
Trinidad.
And Jamaica.
What do you think of Jane and Finch, man?
It's getting better.
Have you ever had any crazy experiences out here?
Numerous. People just think that I don't belong to Jane and Finch. Go back to India, go back to Guyana.
Really?
Yeah, man. But I never call the cops. Come on. This place is gonna build a lot of condominium. This place is gonna be like a city.
Do you think it will ruin it a little bit? Or
no, never.
No.
Never. All what they're gonna be doing is to make sure that people who badly need a home, people can afford that what they're building. People can't afford a big house right now. This condo will let people assist their kids to buy something affordable.
How you living, man?
Everything is good so far.
You're still out here doing your thing?
Yes, you know, I hope the government not trouble me again.
Yeah. Who? Trouble you?
No, there's we cannot settle here.
Oh, really? The police?
Yeah, I'm the inspector.
Yeah. Wow.
Still taking a chance.
Everybody is, I
At
see.
least I think I can work.
Yeah.
Yo, I seen somebody say here, Jane and Finch is about to get gentrified more because of the LRT. Yeah, because they just opened the LRT not too long ago. It's going to take a while because gentrification has been going on over here in Toronto for more than a decade, obviously. But it's taken a long time for them to get over to that end of that side of town. And for the people who don't know from outside of Toronto, like the Jane and Finch area is right near York University as well, or that specific part that they're at, that's like right near York University. So, there's a institution of learning right down the street that people are paying money to go to, and it's like right around the corner is a lot of shit going down. You seen in the beginning of this video, like bare ankle monitors, all kind of wild shit.
You know what I mean?
What's Jane and Finch like, man?
Jane and Finch is a nice place, man. Little things go on sometime, but not much. I like Jane and Finch. I love you.
Yes.
And I won't leave you.
Yeah.
You do look like
and you're
Morgan
from
Freeman in
Jamaica,
the
no?
face.
Yeah, man. Jamaica.
Where in Jamaica?
Chilani, Palma.
God bless, bro.
Yes, God
Good to
bless.
see you again, huh?
No.
Much love.
I love you.
Peace.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, man. It's actually hard to talk to people out here. Yo, I'm doing a video about Jane and Finch. No? Don't say a word. Jane and Finch. Of course, cops at the McDonald's. Oh, respect.
That's crazy because he usually be downtown doing videos downtown, and it's way easy. Every video that he does downtown, you can see people's faces on the videos. You know what I'm saying? But in these videos over here in Jane and Finch, they ain't trying to show their face. Even this woman right here handing out the pamphlets.
My bro.
So, yo, bro.
Yes,
So
yes.
What type of music you do? What you think?
I do all the rappers' music videos, man. I'm not a police, bro. Trust me. I'm not a policeman.
I know my work, I got information. No, man, I'm okay.
I look like a cop.
Eh? Well, not really. You don't have to look like a cop to be a cop, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. No, man, check me out. King B Productions, Read in the Streets. Everybody knows me.
You have music, you have nothing. Yeah, well.
He knows me. Am I a police?
Who are you?
Yo, much love, eh?
He's good, he's good, he's good.
Salute to Reed. That didn't work out. He's like, vouch for me. The man starts singing Snow and Farmer. I got to see that again.
Not a policeman.
I know my work, I got information. No, man, I'm okay.
I look like a cop.
Eh? Well, not really. You don't have to look like a cop to be a cop, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. No, man, check me out. King B Productions, Read in the Streets. Everybody knows me.
You have music, you have nothing. Yeah, well.
He knows me. Am I a police?
Who are you?
Yo, much love, eh?
He's good, he's good, he's good. He has the homeless.
Everybody.
No, Majid, that's over in Jane and Finch in Toronto, the northwest end of Toronto.
He thinks I'm a cop out here, man. This shit's crazy.
Yeah, because you have blonde hair and you know you look like Sean Pot.
Come, you can't handle it.
Huh?
You cannot handle the heat.
Yo, listen. I come to Jane and Finch. No one wants to talk to me, man.
Because listen to the sound snow in farm. I'm gonna lick you boo. Because you have white hair and blonde skin, brother. Boys have a feather flock together. Next time, put your hair in cornrow.
Yo, respect, man. Say what up to the video, man.
Nice seeing you in our neighborhood, man.
Where are you from, bro?
Me? I'm Nigerian.
Nigeria in the place, man. Yeah, how's Canada treating you, bro?
Canada's been great, like so.
Yeah?
So, yeah.
Good, good. Yeah, K Showtime just called me. He's gonna pull up on me. I think we're gonna walk through the mall.
The reason the street, you don't know. We're outside.
Love, man.
Free doobie, free 17.
Free doobie, man. First of all, wait, you made this?
I made this.
And what is this shirt all about?
It's all about Jane and Finch, about connections, you know?
Crazy.
Right now, he's not at the top, up top part of Jane and Finch, like the Driftwood area and stuff. He's like in the south side Jane and Finch area. So a little bit further down, closer to Shepherd, if I'm not mistaken. Listen, don't come for me in the comments or later on in the repost. No, bro, you don't know exactly. Like, fam, I don't be out there, but it's further south on Jane Jane Strip, like close to like gang, if I'm not mistaken, like Shepherd area. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. You know what I'm saying? But like more like Jane and Shepherd area.
So that's the plaza right there. Damn, bro. Jane and York.
It's still Jane and Finch, but closer down towards the Shepherd side. All right. I'm being specific because like man, then be like, fam, get this shit right. Like, sorry, fam.
The canvas, right? Part of my environment under the day, right? So,
yeah, where can they find you, bro?
Reezy Nawako, that's my IG, and also the canvas. That's my brand. That's my clothing brand, my brother Andy. So the canvas, DA canvas.
Respect, bro. Yeah, fold it up for me. I'm gonna put that in my bag.
We're about to go see my mural I did
in the legendary Jane and Finch Mall.
So I did this only right here, you know.
Crazy.
Again, like I'd help with this. This connections right here.
Connections.
Get the lane right here too.
The lane, yeah.
That's my dog right here, Keith. Keith, 33.
Yeah.
You know, the long live Keith right here, you know.
Oh shit, rest in peace.
Jane Finch, 36 Finch, and then 35 Jane right here. Up here, too. You have up top right here, north side.
That's sick. You're a talented guy, fam.
Thank you.
Oh, mural. I had it. Watch K Showtime. K Showtime showed up to the mall there.
Let's go.
Monsignor Percy Johnson.
That's at Rection, right?
Yeah.
Okay, keep grinding, man. Thank you. She used to be my go-to mall. She used to be my go-to spot right here. Dragon Walk. Yeah.
Dragon Walk, eh?
Some chicken wings, some rice.
Yeah.
Like $3. They raised the price though.
Oh shit.
You know, inflation's going crazy. This is new. This wasn't here when I was here. All these things are new, but it's a legendary mall, man. Yeah. What's up, man? I'm good. How are you? This bus, legendary bus right here. The 108.
108 Driftwood.
Takes you from north side to south side.
So are you cool with guys?
You see, the thing is, when it comes to like him coming back to the neighborhood and stuff like that, and I'm sure he's good, but like things could happen, and it looks nice when they're walking around. And I feel like some gentrification has been going on around there, but like shit can get spooky real quick, right? Especially for somebody like K Showtime who's has millions of followers, and you know he's played basketball at Drake's house and stuff like that. Mans might be thinking, yo, he's got a bag on him right now. You know what I'm saying? Like he has to be looking over his shoulder same way.
On the south and the north type shit?
Yeah, I'm cool with everyone from wherever, man. You know, content creator. I do my best to stay away from the politics.
Yeah.
Show everybody love, you know what I'm saying? So this is where I used to hoop.
Yeah.
I honestly feel like if I lived in Driftwood my whole life, I probably wouldn't be playing basketball.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like I just probably would have just followed the crowd and stuff. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I used to hoop, man.
Crazy.
Before I could even touch the rim, bro. This is where I played basketball. A lot of people think like I probably played on an amazing court and stuff. Nah, no backboard, no nothing. And you see how I'm grimy outside, trash talking. It all started on this court, man. It's
not even a court.
You know me?
Yeah, that's crazy. They haven't upgraded this?
That's the problem. That's part of the problem. One, that him who's in his probably in his mid-20s at this point now. So when he was a teenager or when he was a young preteen, this is what he has to play on, right? Jason LP, a brick wall backboard. And now in 2025, it's still exactly the same thing. The government does not care about that area at all, fam. And the funny thing is, like, or not the funny thing, the shitty thing is, when they do care about it, it's going to be when there's time to kick everybody out the area or to make it the prices so exorbitantly high that nobody could afford to live there.
Now, honestly, I have a love and hate relationship for the game right now. But honestly, one thing I'd say for sure is that I never ever thought, like, not playing basketball in like high school and stuff. I mean, not high school, like college.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now. Like, I'm traveling the world. I get to meet new people, NBA players. I get to go to All-Star weekend, all that stuff. I went to Japan, Australia, all these places just off of a basketball, you know?
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I stopped playing after high school, so it's crazy. Honestly, I feel like sports, like games to doors you'd never expect, make you meet new friends. I met a lot of my friends just playing basketball, you know what I'm saying? So I just see like a lot of kids like going the wrong path, like, and it just bothers me because I just seen a 14-year-old guy kill a 71-year-old or something like that.
I've seen that
recently, and he's on live talking about it.
Like it's nothing.
Like it's nothing. I'm just like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like,
what's your message to the kids growing up, Jane and Finch?
Jane and Finch? Listen, man. One thing I'm gonna say too, I'm gonna put a lot of blame on these OGs, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel these OGs aren't putting these kids in check. They want these kids to do these things because obviously they'll get less time and all that stuff. But when you have to understand, look at me for a prime example. I'm from Jane and Finch. I never made an ounce of dirty money ever in my life. You feel me? Not once. I took the hard route.
Yeah.
The hard route is always the best route. I remember the turtle won the race. Y'all need to understand.
Salute this K Showtime. I'm going to fast forward a bit. There's a segment here, and they're still on the south side of Jane and Finch. There's a segment here with Hood Baby Peppa.
But we're not showing the kids right now, but there's kids everywhere. There's not even a party going on. That's not even a Jamaican party, but you can hear the music. But like, you know,
wait, you're Jamaican?
No, I'm not Jamaican. I'm
okay, African.
Yeah.
So where in Africa?
Ghana.
What's your background, bro? Ghana?
Me, I'm Jamaican.
Jamaican?
Mm-hmm.
We're Jamaican.
Jamaican? Anonymous. Wow.
It's Hood Baby Pepper from Southside Jane and Finch, aka the Lane.
Yeah.
We're in the trenches right now. This is where all started.
All of us went to this community center.
Oh, this is a community center?
This Boys and Girls Club.
Yo, such a small little building.
Yeah, it's small, but like, yo, there used to be a studio right here.
Recording studio?
Yeah.
Explain to the people where we're at. Like, for the people that don't know Jane and Finch.
We're in the middle of everything. You know what I'm saying? It's a treacherous. It's not that treacherous, but like, shit, it's trenchy out here. You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel like you had a normal life growing up?
At times, for example, there's days like we're at camp and like shit happens, and because like there's a like I was one of those 30 kids like the staffs know my bro, so something's happening in the hood, like the staffs are gonna come tell me, and like shit like that would ruin my day at camp. Like we're on a field trip and I'm hearing something just happened, or someone I seen yesterday died, or someone that I seen today just died, and they're getting the call at work and they're like, "Yo, bro, I'm like fucking 7-10 years old, man. They're telling me someone died at like Mandarin or something, like, you know? Now I can't eat, so like there's pros and cons, like, you know what I mean? Like, I won't say we got a lot of resources, but they definitely gave us help. Like, I mean, this Boys and Girls Club made us, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like there was basketball programs like with the churches and shit growing up, and there was like certain different like the barbecues, especially like those stuff back then used to like make us happy as a kid. Like, okay, they're giving back, we're getting gifts, backpack, shoes, whatever, like, you know what I'm saying? And then like the con was at the time, obviously there's older niggas, and it's like in every hood, like our problems, like even niggas younger than me, like their problems are not even their problems, it's my problems, and niggas' problems older, right? So it's like that's how we're growing up. That was
Like a guilty by association.
See, I fuck with this kid, bro. I wouldn't even call him a kid, young man, okay? Because even though like his music and there's different times that people have tried to associate these guys with a lot of fuckery, he's very self-aware, man. You know what I'm saying? And just the way that he's speaking so articulately over here. I know there's a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And that don't even matter. He's speaking way more articulate than a lot of these hood niggas, and taking accountability, and also just explaining like pretty much how it is. I ain't mad at him.
Just happened, or someone I seen yesterday died, or someone that I seen today just died, and they're getting the call at work and they're like, "Yo, bro,
by association."
Exactly. So that was kind of the cons growing up.
What's your message to the world, fam?
It's a dog eat dog world. So like take that how you want to take it, but like dog eat dog world. So if you don't do it, someone else is gonna do it. You know what I mean?
When you were a youngin', what did you want to be when you grew up?
You know what's crazy? I never ever had a thought of what I wanted to be. I never even like, and it sounds crazy. Like I don't know if it's just because of like where I'm from, the trenches, but like I never like still till now I can't think like, okay, I want to do this in 2 weeks. Like I cannot do that.
Really?
My life is like, okay, one day advance, probably like, but like I never thought like, I want to be a firefighter. I want to be like, never ever like I wanted to be. It was just like shit. I'm from the trenches. Whatever happens, happens. Like I'm making music, I'm getting money, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. I'm pretty sure if you ask anybody from the trenches, like they would say the same thing. Like, what do you want to be? Like, holy, what do I want to be?
What did you guys want to be in the chat, man? What do y'all want to be when you grew up, kind of thing, or when you grow up? You know what I'm saying? And did you get to be that, or did life have different plans for you? All right, let me know in the chat. What did you want to when you were a kid? When you grow up, you know, I want to be a fireman, I want to be a policeman, I want to be a motherfucking gangster. Which one did you want to be? You know what I'm saying? What did you want to be? And yeah, Wiz, it is better than Brandon Buckingham. Salute to Brandon Buckingham, and I know he's dealing with his health issues too, but salute to him. His video was great. You know, he came through, he spoke to the rappers, and it's cool to speak to the rappers, and this is what Reading the Street is doing too, but he's doing a little bit more. He's going and he's speaking to the real people in the hood. You know what I'm saying? That got nothing to do with rap.
Why do you think that is? Like, why are people not thinking that far ahead?
I think it's just the environment, to be honest. It kind of like traps you. Like, it kind of like, if you don't have a strong mind of your own, you're kind of like stuck. Like, yo, what do I really want to be? Like a lot of niggas right now, they don't know what they want to be. They just get money. But it's like, the older I get, and like, I kind of figure out, like, okay, like, yeah, I really like music, or like, I really like fashion, or like, I really like this. So like, you know, I guess now I'm figuring out what I want to do, or what I want to do when I get older, what I want to build.
Mm-hmm. I want to ask about like safety. Like, how much is your head on a swivel when you leave your house, when you walk around the area? Like, Do you feel like you can just walk around freely, Gene and Finch, or like?
Yeah.
Great question.
I definitely feel like I could walk around freely, but then there's also that thing on your neck shoulder that's saying like, yo, you're not Luke Cage.
Mhm,
You know what I'm
mhm.
saying? But then it's like, I feel like you're gonna get to a certain point in life where you're saying like, yo, I do not fear nobody. Like, and I feel like that's what stage I'm at right now. But it's still like, yo, that next ain't devil on your shoulder saying, yo, broski, you have to be blessed. You know what I mean?
What up, fam? Who's this, bro? Who we
They
talking
don't
to,
even know
fam?
who you are. Like, this
from my head.
Introduce yourself, fam.
Baby Rara, you know.
Yo.
What do you
Hood
want for
baby
your
Rara.
future, bro?
My future, I want everyone around me to just be good, like, you know, be blessed and, you know, could do whatever they want. Not in Toronto and shit. Like,
Leave
I'm
the
trying
city,
to
eh?
travel. You know, I'm trying to travel, go somewhere else.
Is there any other hoods in Toronto that are like Jane and Finch?
That I like Jane and Finch. I'll say no. Jane and Finch is original. We're like, nowhere else can be like Jane and Finch. You know? You did know it.
Y'all do me a favor and hit the like button on the people who are watching the horizontal view of this live stream right here. Go smash that like button crazy. All right. Anybody who's watching the horizontal view of this, the vertical view too, you know, salute to everybody. But I'm just going to give you guys some transparency on the back end. Pause. There's about 7 dislikes from the dislike haters that just popped up on the live over here on the horizontal view. So let's override that like crazy. We already did, but let's just make it like it never even existed and hit that like button. You heard me?
When I was like 5 years old, chilling at the basketball court, you see like fucking 10 dudes roll up. You know what I mean? They're trying to cause a havoc. I'm so young. I'm seeing everyone. I'm seeing sticks. I'm seeing this. I'm seeing that.
Damn.
5 years old, running out. Like, I remember that shit vividly. Like, boom, my broski picking me up, like pushing me inside, locking the door, everything.
No
like,
way.
It was trendy. The wildest shit I seen.
They don't take care of their lawn, eh?
Kids probably don't even go play outside. A lot of people too. They keep their kids inside. Like fuck. But like the
Talk
trenches
about
is getting
that.
better. Like I mean, they're building new parks and shit.
But back in the day, everyone was outside.
Bro, this is just, it's just trenchy, fam. Holy, like the man saying, it's trenchy as fuck. Let's see some of the people in the hood.
Right, man, it's day 2.
We're the foundation of Shoreham. Yeah, man. Short shot. Jane and Shoreham.
Yeah.
Close to Steels.
Short shot, get shot for sure.
Okay. So
but we're the foundation. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
We're the oldest women.
Okay.
And we still live around here, some of us. So yeah.
What's your name?
My name is Dana.
Dana. Okay, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So what's it like out here for the people that don't know? You know.
What is it like? Right now it's calm and peaceful, to be honest with you.
Right?
It's been calm and peaceful for maybe 2 years now.
Yeah?
Yeah, for
That's
about
good.
2 years.
Gang.
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years. Yeah, so
you think like crime has gone down?
A little bit.
It's getting a little safer.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe because we have more police protection, but
Yeah.
yeah, it's a little different now compared to back in the days, you know? But
That's
now
good.
it's peaceful.
Yeah.
If you could see family, kids are riding bikes.
Yeah.
It's different. It's a different ball game now. Kids are in the park.
These are the big mamas over here. Shorty's legs is wiggling, bro.
You think it's gonna be like gentrified up here one day? You think so?
It already is.
No way.
Just telling you.
How you think so? Why you say that? The south side is gentrified because they tore down buildings.
Shorty got the tattoos over here and shit. This is a gangster bitch. Yo, if you see this shorty, all right, just chill, all right? I said the legs is wiggling and stuff like that. It was a compliment. All right? Don't do me nothing if you see me on road. Like, yo, bosso, I'm gonna watch your podcast still, you know.
But at the end of the day, like
exactly.
For me, what I mean, like, as in for gentrification, is that my real niggas ain't no longer here. So that's gentrified on life. Fuck these stupid buildings and shit. Like, fuck all of that. That shit go always.
See this girl right here? I don't even know her personally, but I can tell she doesn't even have to pull out the blicky, bro. She'll punch you dead in your nose, okay? and smash up all of your nose, bro. Bust up your nose bridge. You're like, oh my God. Holy, did a man box me or did a girl box me? You know what I'm saying? I'm not even trying to diss, but like she looks like she'll have a stance. She's not gonna do some. You know how the gal them they swing like they do the swing like this. She's gonna right hook, uppercut, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like she looks like one of them. Holy.
Stay here, but real niggas be dying, and I fucking hate that. RIP to all my real ones.
How many people have you lost out here?
Since I was
Grab you up and put you in a headlock. You know what I'm saying? Imagine that, fam. Imagine that. A shorty just grab you. Go to sleep. Go to sleep, nigga. Go to sleep. And like you're smelling her perfume while you're going to sleep and shit. Like, damn. She beating the shit out of you and you're catching a woody.
13 years old. More than 100 people since I was 13 years old.
That's crazy. That's
Since
crazy.
I was 13, I was going to fucking funerals.
Why do you think the violence is so bad up here?
Cause this is up top, nigga. That's why. This is up top.
What was it like coming up as a young woman over here?
Fucking love that shit.
Yeah?
Love that shit.
We have street smarts. We have fucking street smarts. No,
I don't even do cam shit.
Yeah.
Any nigga that knows I am from up top, you know.
You're blessing me today.
Whoa. You know. Do that again?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little different.
Fucking love that shit.
Yeah?
Love that shit.
We have street smarts. We have fucking street smarts. No,
I don't even do cam shit.
Yeah.
Any nigga that knows I am from up top, you know.
If you know, you know. She said we don't do cam shit, right? If you're from up top, She's a double fist in the bird. Yo. Gang, would you hit? Stop lying. I'm not even saying, yo, wife it up or whatever. Just, late night smash out. Fuck around, though. She pull the blicky out and take your life. But I'm asking you, one in the chat, okay? You knocking it down? 2 in the chat if you're like, you know what? Shorty, I'm going to have to pass on that one right there, Shorty. All right. Neil Davis, what up? Let me know, man. I'm asking you guys, honestly. 1 in the chat. Take her down. Take it down.
You're blessing me today.
Of course, all day.
2 in the chat if it's like, nah, Shorty, I don't know. I'm not. The risk versus rewards is just not worth it right there. You know what I'm saying? The risk versus reward factor is just, it's not scaling up. You know what I'm saying? Knock it down from the back, but then, fuck around, break your heart. She might put 2 in your dome.
I never go on camera.
What's up, Wagwan? My name's Latoya Jane, aka Jane from Finch, and I'm in front of my old door right now.
Okay, this is where you grew up.
So I'm very credible.
Yeah.
I'm an ex-gang leader from this area, but I changed.
She said Jane from Finch. Blood clot.
My life.
Really?
One of my brothers got killed.
No way.
10 years ago.
This is a video from Reading the Streets, aka King B. He went over to Jane and Finch and he got the really real. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on. Salute to the Mad Russian, because if it wasn't for the Mad Russian, all right, just in case, all right, if you hear this, brother, if you hear this, clip this, all right, brother? If it wasn't for you, Mad Russian, and all of your illustrious filming of the Mandem once upon a time 20 years ago, then Reading the Streets would not be able to film this video in the hood today, okay? So let's take all the credit away from Reading the Streets and give it to you, brother, okay? Salute to you, Mad Russian.
My next brother got shot 18 times and he's still alive. He has 6 bullets in his back.
Wow. Who's that, Robin?
No.
Somebody else?
Yeah, on Driftwood Bridge.
Holy smokes.
Most of my friends are dead. My best friend was murdered on the bridge too. Like, everybody used to chill in front of my house when we were younger.
Yeah.
Half of the man them that used to chill here, though, they're dead now. Joker, Junebug. Even my next door neighbor, Delane, he died too. He got killed too.
No way.
Like what we see here, it's not no joke thing. You know what I'm saying? And like, I'm not gonna lie, it's messed up for us double because our families judge us too. So I feel like I didn't become a gangster only because of the area. I became a product of my society, yes, but it's a lot of people in the family used to put their mouth on me. And what the fuck do you think's gonna happen? When you guys are saying I'm bad because of something, and the streets is saying I'm good because of something, like, you know, I went to 16 schools. I got suspended 26 times.
No, 16 schools, shorty. Holy.
About 4 times.
Wow.
So there was no way I was gonna turn out to be something soft and nice, you know.
Even though it seems you did.
I did now because I had to
watch the RZA over here. The RZA.
Heal a lot and like unlisten to the lies that I was told from I was young. Like I was never gonna be anything, even by teachers and stuff, you know. And then I had to just really like gather my time. I went to jail. That's where I started to rap because the guards used to take me to the side and say, "Rodney, what are you doing? Like, you don't belong here. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Act, do this." So when I came out of jail, I went to Toronto Film School. I'm originally from town.
Oh, okay, no way.
My niece died in my house in town, so we had to move here.
Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that.
She died of SIDS.
No way.
I lived at 114 Jamestown Crescent, so I'm good anywhere. I'm not like these youths that want to die over a place that has fucking cockroaches and rats.
Yeah.
I'm not into that shit.
Talk your shit right there. You not like these youths who want to die over a place that got cockroaches and rats. Like, mans be claiming the hood like as if they're trying to protect their mansion, bro. Like, I know, you know, the hood, we got. I couldn't understand all that stuff. But, bro, I ain't protecting a block that ain't got proper running water, fam. The government needs to protect it.
My brother got shot 18 times. He got shot in Driftwood. It was my friend that did it. That's how it goes. These youths leave their mothers. When their mothers are asking them to empty out the garbage, they run and want to leave with friends, or they die with those friends, or they die by the hands of those friends. Him and my brother had a thing, and my brother ended up getting shot 18 times. I went, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I bought a sniper rifle because I was gonna deal with him well.
Oh my God.
As I said, he was my friend. And then the vision that I got when I was gonna shoot him.
I gotta stop here for a second. She bought a sniper rifle. And listen, Reed, I know you're on the scene, so like it's hard for you to just stop and be like, hold on, let me stop you right there, okay? Because you just want to make sure you get the content or whatever. I know he's not scared or anything like that, but like he just like it might have went right past him. You bought a what? How does one get their hands on a sniper rifle? Not like a little handgun or whatever. Like everybody just thinks that the man them have handguns or whatever. Like, nah. A sniper rifle? Like the type of shit that they used to try to shoot the president? Damn. Just the fact that, like, I was about to say man them. Gal them have access to the sniper rifle is crazy.
I got a vision that I shot his little sister, and I love his little sister.
Wow.
So the next week too, my oldest son seen my gun in my closet. So after that, I dashed away the gun and I got baptized. And then my son said he wanted to get baptized too. So both of us got baptized. And that's powerful because my son was the first in the water and I was the last. There's a scripture for that. And I'm not gonna lie, after I got baptized, well, right before that, my brethren came to my house and he said, Toya, you need to change your life, guy. I know the real you. Big up yourself, Richard. He's like, yo, I know the real you, Toya. You said you want to go back to school. He brought me beer college books. And he said, you're starting to look like the spliff that you're smoking, Toya. You have to change, guy. Come on, I know you can do it. And then I started just going back to church, and then I started to change. I started to act. I'm not gonna lie, I just dropped a song with Wiz Khalifa, like beer things are going
crazy,
you know what I'm saying? But I had to learn a lot. I had to learn that less is more. I had to learn that you have to lose to gain. And I had to learn that being selfish is great.
Facts.
Latoya Jane Music on my Spotify. Latoya Jane Music, I'm everywhere. You know what I'm saying? I just dropped a hot song with Wiz Khalifa called TBP. Make sure you guys check that out. All right?
Salute to him, man. Salute to Reed in the streets. He's getting the really real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play one more clip and then we'll because I'm not gonna play the man's whole video. I suggest y'all go to his YouTube channel and check this out. It's doing great. 36,000 views in one day. Read in the Streets on YouTube. I can't believe I'm not subscribed to him.
Where are you from?
Yardman, Jamaica.
Yardman. Yardman.
We're from same place, Canada.
Canada? Yes.
One link to it. I say thing go, you see me, I say Chappie.
Yeah.
Really hard man and out here.
Really hard man.
Yeah, man, a blessing to it. One love, you see me?
Respect, bro.
No joke.
Appreciate
it.
This guy has the mask on like as if he's still in the freaking Gaza, bro. He's there in one of the garrisons over there in Jamaica. Look, hold on. Let me pull it back a little bit. Pause. Because she did mention her Instagram. I like her.
Came there.
Really?
Beanie Man came to my house.
What?
So like.
Saying you're a problem.
Latoya Music, I think.
Who?
Nobody. In my house, I'm not gonna.
Vibes. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's Latoya Music. My bad. Let's get back to this gangster over here.
Thing go, you see me, I say Chappie.
Yeah.
Really hard man and out here.
Really hard man.
Yeah, man, a blessing to it. One love, you see me?
Respect, bro.
No joke.
Appreciate
you see it. I go on with the foot, you see me?
What's Jane and Finch like, bro?
Jane and Finch are the best place in Canada right now.
Ooh,
live and direct.
The best in Canada, eh?
Live and direct. That's what the Jane.
Yeah.
Everything you want there. You see me? Enough love.
What are you
see me?
sipping on, man?
See, that's for like, Jet 2 vacation. Welcome to Jet 2 vacation. When they do those like commercials for travel, if you want to come down to certain places, hey, you want to travel, you want to find a nice place to go.
Hard man and out here.
Really hard man.
Yeah, man, a blessing to it. One love, you see me?
Respect, bro.
No joke.
Appreciate
you see it. I go on with the foot, you see me?
What's Jane and Finch like, bro?
Jane and Finch are the best place in Canada right now.
Ooh.
Right? That's the endorsement. This man right here with the, what would you call this? A ripped up t-shirt over his face. All right? And salute to him because he'll probably shoot your face off. All right? Look into his eyes right here. He says, it's the best place in Canada. Welcome to a Jet 2 vacation.
Live and direct.
The best in Canada, eh?
Live and direct. That's the Jane.
Yeah.
Everything you want there.
Everything you want.
Me? Enough love.
What are you
see me?
sipping on, man?
Right now you don't know, it's a Dragon straight, you see me?
Dragon Stone.
Yardman thing, Jamaican style, you see it?
Classic.
Real, you see it?
Respect,
No
bro.
joke.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, enough love, you see it?
Respect.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Manas.
Unity.
Okay, sorry for the people who are trying to. That's not Toronto slang right there. That's straight up Jamaican patois over there. Okay, that's why you see so many guys who have this Jamaican influenced Toronto slang. Besides the kids that you see online doing the trolling and stuff like that, look how many people that Reed spoke to in this one area that are straight from Jamaica in 2025, probably been here the last 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? These are not people who are like, oh, I'm from Canada. I've been living in Canada. They might have been living in Canada for the last 20, 30 years, but they weren't born here. There's a lot of people who are in Jane and Finch, in Scarborough, all these different places that, might be even in their 30s and they ain't born here. You feel me? It's not the ones who were in their 40s and 50s. Some men that are in their 30s that are like, yo, just came here from Yard still. Like, Toronto is a hotbed.
Family, bro. Yeah. One love. One love, one heart. Yeah, respect, Joe.
I grew up, I know these guys for, I was a baby around them.
Yeah?
You never check but the weather around here. Always.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man, we is a family, man. You see?
Family vibes.
Yeah, man. Family vibes, man. Eddystone vibes, you know?
And where are you from?
I'm from Jamaica.
Jamaica.
There's not one person who's like, oh, yeah, I was born, on Eglinton or, I was born in St. Mary Hospital. No, Jamaica.
Okay, yeah, respect, bro.
Yardman style.
Yes.
Yardman style.
Yeah.
I want Donald Trump leave Canada alone, right? I want Donald Trump leave my Canada alone, right?
Nah, it's definitely a vibe over here, bro. This is the most family vibe I've seen so far.
We love each other. Like people see Jamie Finches and that. I know there's a lot of rah, you know, but bro, there's family up here.
Right.
And that's all we have. This our country. I don't even call it.
I don't want to compare it again to the. I'm gonna throw a like on this right here. I'm not gonna compare it again to Brandon Buckingham's video, but I will. This video is way better. It's way more in depth. Brandon Buckingham had the lights and glitz and all that, and he got to talk to all the biggest famous rappers. And that was amazing. And it ran it up. I think it did like 1 million views in a day. But shit like this with a man from Toronto, because man like reading the streets, he's not an outsider. He's a man like he's not a guy from like Coburg. And no diss to the people in Coburg and stuff like that. But like he's not from Napanee, and he moved to Toronto when he was like 17 or 15 or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's a Toronto kid from birth. Hold on, let me pull this up because you guys are probably not even seeing it on the screen. Let's pull it up. Big salute to Reed.
Good vibes, man. They just, there was a basketball tournament, 3-point started it for me, just kind of like chilling downtown all the time, growing up downtown, seeing the same people in the streets all the time, you know, and slowly building a relationship with them. And then I got into music videos, and then I kind of went back to my roots. I'm kind of full circle, I'm low-key getting a bit tired of the music videos because everybody just wants to do low budgets. Like no one's trying to that are kind of involved in that street life shit.
Yeah.
They're all tapped in, man, like videos. I was chilling downtown every day in Chinatown and Kensington Market.
He's a videos, right? He's a downtown. You started off doing music videos, right?
Actually, I started off doing this. I just never posted any of it. So like before I ever did music videos, I was chilling downtown every day in Chinatown and Kensington Market and shit. I spent all day downtown, and I would see the same homeless people all the time, right? So I ended up becoming friends with these people. I knew a lot of homeless people in Chinatown. I actually really have like a whole documentary of like me and a bunch of homeless people in Chinatown from like 10 years ago,
Okay.
And I think that's kind of what started it for me, just kind of like chilling downtown all the time, growing up downtown, seeing the same people in the streets all the time, you know, and slowly building a relationship with them. And then I got into music videos, and then I kind of went back to my roots. I'm kind of full circle, I'm low-key getting a bit tired of the music videos because
all right, so just for the people who don't know, because like a lot of times people think he went from music videos to doing these like on the street videos. He went from doing on the street videos to music videos and back to this.
When I started doing the music videos, when I started the Instagram, I just came up with
those and all those tracks like that. What's going
everything,
Yeah.
But once again, bro, back then I wasn't thinking about audio. So all the audio is just trash, like it would be. I always want to turn that into a documentary. Like even this year I was wanting to, but this the audio, bro, it's just
maybe send it over to me, man. Yeah, I think we got enough here. Big salute to Reed in the Streets, man. All right, dope video. Go run it up on his channel right now. Yeah, Canada's most dangerous hood. Right? If anybody's gonna be able to use that title, I would rather another Canadian be able to use that title. You know what I'm saying? No diss to my Americans out there, but like people will just use that in America, never even been to the place. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but yeah, salute to Reed in the Streets. What I did skip and I want to go back to is the charts that just came out here. And big salute to RapCap.to. RapCap.to just released a bunch of numbers of everybody's Spotify numbers as far as Toronto. Okay. and Canada, I think, in total. This might give people a little bit of clarity of who the top rappers are, or who the top streamed people are in Canada or in Toronto. Let's double check here, because I did collaborate on the post. I've been doing some a little bit of work here with Rap Cap TO. So Rap Cap recap, independent male artists presented with We Love Hip Hop, Toronto's #1 hip hop media outlet. Yeah, that's us. We're sharing these Spotify numbers to show you what Toronto's independent male artist numbers really look like this year. Our stats may vary slightly from Spotify. They only give data from January 1st to November 1st. And then you can swipe to see these different artists. So this is 24,000 streams from Sav 4 times, right? Houdini, 10 million streams. And RIP Houdini, still 10 million streams for 2025. Okay, and again, this is from January to November. So just the whole of December that's missing right now. Burner Bands, 13 million streams. Casper TNG, 22 million streams. It's crazy. Northside Benji, still pretty high on that list there. 20 million streams. Doobie, 12 million streams. Free Up. YG, 5 million streams. K Money, 10 million. Pengs, 2.5. And Pengs, I think he might be in a halfway house right now. He hasn't dropped in a while, so. We'll move the first. 659,000. 3M French. Wow, 3M French is still doing pretty good. 7 million streams. I didn't even get a chance to go through all of these yet. So some of these numbers I'm seeing for the first time with you guys. Tallop Twin, 5 million. Tutus from Pangs and Tutus. Griselda Blanco, 1.6 million. Roni, 8 million, which is great. Jay Neat, 7 million. The Crook, 2 million. Haji Basto, 3.7 million. Sick. Smoke Dog, RIP, 1.6 million, which is pretty strong. Top 5 for somebody who hasn't dropped music since 2022, if I'm not mistaken, 2023, since the Pedro Activated album. 4.7 million streams for 2025. It's kind of crazy. And Boondog, 5.3 million streams. That is for the male artist. Female independent artist. Hawaii Mighty with 24.1 million streams. Damn. Hawaii Mighty's doing great. And y'all should tap into any of these artists that you see on the screen if you're not aware of them. Tap in. Sad Boy, she's doing 12.4 million streams for this year. Paris Richards, 1 million streams. Cali Sway, 2.5 million. That's pretty good. I need to tap into Cali Sway. Like for real, for real. I'm not even like completely tapped in, so that's my bad. Phoenix Paglicia. I'm probably or Paglisi. I'm pronouncing that crazy bad. 23,000. Charmaine, 1.4 million. Great. Salute to Charmaine. Lex Leosis, 420,000. She's one of the girls who was in that crew, the sorority. She that was with Hawaii Mighty. Okay, Hawaii Mighty came out of a crew called a sorority. So Lex Leosis also, or Leosis, my bad, has her own solo stuff going on. 420,000 streams for the year. Chromas, 123,000 streams for the year. I didn't even know Chromas. Did Chromas drop music this year? Damn. I would have actually expected it to be higher. But keep in mind, and listen, Chromas, if you see this, just relax. Okay, I'm not even trying to diss. This is streams. There's no music video on the stream. Okay, so her music videos might have done millions this year, whatever music video she dropped. Okay, but just listening to the song minus music video, not trash. Okay, this is not trash, but not as much. I'll just say that. Honey C, aka Honey Cocaine, 1.4 million streams for the year. Damn. I don't even think Honey C put out any music this year. That's crazy. Taylor G, big salute to Taylor G, 335,000. She got more than Chromas. That's dope. Goldie London, 178,000. Double M, 42,000. Tara Lords, 28,000. Cocanina, 29,000. Tia Banks, 31,000. It's a significant drop from the men, but obviously, like, women, I guess it's more niche. There's more women who listen to women and also women who listen to men. You feel me? Tasha the Amazon. I need to tap into her. 152,000 streams, not bad. Layla Hendricks, 223,000. Salute to Layla Hendricks. Lola Buns, 28,000. Keisha Fresh, 46,000. Very dope. Lioness Kerr, 92,000. It's not bad. Not bad. I would have expected higher from Lioness Kerr because she's had her share of moments for 2025. And then the mainstream, the pièce de résistance, the mainstream. So Drake, 11 billion streams for the year. That's crazy. Tory Lanez, a significant drop, 1.2 billion streams. Connor Price, 427 million. Y'all know who Connor Price is? Connor Price is pretty popular on a like low key. You feel me? But salute to him. Let's continue here. Nav, 382 million, which is pretty good. He's the closest to Drake, pretty much. Pressa, 23 million, which is great. And last but not least, Smiley, who has more than Pressa, actually. 32.5 million streams for the year. Keep in mind, and big salute to Smiley, great numbers for the year. Smiley also had the song Tumaza that came out with Drake in 2025. I think it came out in the summer of this year. So when you got a song with Drake that's being streamed on your page, you're going to get an extra boost. Okay, so salute to Smiley. Yeah, I did see that he dropped a track with Baka. He kind of slid on that track still. I ain't going to lie. We'll get out of music in a second. He kind of slid still. I ain't mad at him. Is this the clip that I saw?
Chuck bigger, 20 on my head. What? They shadow went bigger. You don't know how it feels till you finally fuck your dream bitch. You don't know how it feels when your dog not breathing. My bitch prayed for me because she told me that I need it.
This is where I'm not too mad at the flow right there and the cadence. You know what I'm saying? We might need more of this from Smiley right here.
I need to find a beat. I need to show them how I'm feeling. B13, they got my nigga on his demon.
Like this tempo of beat 2. This might be the pocket right here, bro. This might be the pocket. Okay? Take notes.
Try to piss me off. They didn't think that I would squeeze it. Area 29, all these hoes need Jesus.
Nico popping out with the platinum gold pieces. 100 round drums, not the
Let's go,
one
Baka.
you make peace with.
And he be acting like I don't like OVO. Stop this.
Yo, hear what? What's wrong with these waist shoots? Where's Eric? Yo, tell these waist shoots exit, rude
Exits.
boy. Nah, G, I'm not partying with no rats.
Yeah, man. Salute to the man, damn, yo. I think I got one more story in me here. And let me know if I'm missing anything. I'll check in. Oh, actually, I got a couple stories here. My bad. I gotta address this right here. One of the wardens stepped down from the Kingston pen, or one of the Kingston prisons. It wasn't actually the KP or Kingston pen, because Kingston pen, I think, is closed down at this point. There's a whole complaint about the mental health issues that have been going on in prison and how they're not being addressed. And from the time that they're not being addressed over and over and over again, I think this warden was like, yo, I'm tired of getting the backlash for what the CSC is responsible for. And he decided to step down. So let me pull this up. It's not a video. Something that I found on Reddit on crime in the GTA. So it says clear violation of human rights. Kingston prison included in scathing reports from the CSC watchdogs. Okay, and there's a picture over here. I think it is KP, Kingston Pen. Look at the inside of that place. Nasty. So let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger so I don't have to kill my eyes here. So a scathing report from the Office of Correction investigators say that the country's correctional system regional treatment centers lack the ability to support inmates suffering from mental illness. The annual report is authorized by Dr. Ivan Zinger, the correctional investigator of Canada, and points to failure of care by the Correctional Services of Canada, CSC. It's abundantly clear that CSC is fundamentally ill-equipped to provide long-term mental health care to individuals with serious mental illness, those experiencing acute psychiatric distress, self-deletion, ideation, and chronic self-injury, Zinger wrote. His report comes after years of frustration trying to hold CSC accountable when it comes to the prison reform and human rights of those incarcerated. As a result, Zinger said that he has decided to leave his role 2 years ahead of his current 5-year term. So I guess they're supposed to be wardens for 5 years? Interesting. As a result, Zinger said that he has decided to leave his role. I read that already. It is a challenging yet deeply rewarding role. However, holding the CSC accountable for the mistreatment, unfair decisions, and human rights violation has not been without its toll, his opening message said. The 162-page report looked at the 5 regional treatment centers, RTCs, across Canada for offenders with serious mental health issues, facilities that house inmates who are unable to function in regular prisons. 2 are located in Kingston, at Millhaven Institution and at Bath Institution. According to the reports, both are near capacity, with Bath Institution housing 36 beds and Millhaven housing 89, just short of its total limits. Listen, that was also an issue from back in 2010, before they double bunked all of these places. Okay, because now all of these places are double bunked and they still don't have enough room. Like, they're still full. That's crazy. Where are we here? Okay, in 2024, profiles provided the CSC to Zinger looked at the diagnosis of RTC's patients. Out of 498 individual patients in custody at the RTCs, 86% said at least one mental health had at least one mental health diagnosis, with most common one being schizophrenia, 46%, followed by depression, 15%, anxiety disorder, and opioid use disorder, 12%, respectively. In the findings, which looked at the past and current reporting, Zinger wrote that the CSC should not be in business with delivering specialized long-term acute psychiatric care. In cases involving such serious mental health issues, transfer to external, secure, community-based psychiatric hospitals are necessary. So yeah, instead of keeping these guys behind bars, because they're more than criminals, I guess they're trying to say in this article over here, you might need to take some of these guys and transfer them to actual mental health facilities. Zinger noted that while CSC routinely transfers inmates recurring chemotherapy or heart surgery to external hospitals, he asked why CSC thinks they can handle someone with psychiatric issues. Individuals with acute and long-term psychiatric complex needs should be transferred under Section 29 of the Corrections and Conditional Release Act to specialized external facilities capable of delivering the appropriate level of quality of care. Continuing to house these individuals in CSC-operated RTCs is not only ineffective and inappropriate, it is a clear violation of human rights, the report read. Zinger reports included 6 national investigations which examined issues such as the CSC's ability to treat inmates suffering from mental health issues, assisting those with cognitive deficit, treating women suffering from trauma, along with wellness services for Indigenous people. In total, 425 interviews were conducted among federal sentenced individuals, both in custody and in community release. It also included the site visits and interviews with 150 current and former CSC staff, community-based stakeholders, and provincial correctional authorities. He said he found insufficient training staff, weak policies, along with outdated and inappropriate infrastructure, which all contributes to CSC's inability to take care of mentally ill inmates. Damn. These guys are down bad. He notes that that despite decades of investment, CSC remains unable to meet the complex mental health needs of this population. He calls an announcement for a 1.3 billion replacement facility for RTC's Atlantic Chapelle a profound mislocation of resources. My bad. He wrote, rather than investing in another CSC in-house facility, the government of Canada should direct CSC to partner with provincial health systems to expand access and secure psychiatric beds in the community. That is a good idea. In one of his examinations, the report looked at the circumstances that led to the tragic death of Mr. Stéphane Bissonnette, a 39-year-old man who in December of 2021 died in an observation cell while on a modified self-deletion watch at the Regional Treatment Center in Millhaven. The investigation into his death revealed that the significant degree of dysfunction at the RTC's Millhaven included structural, operational, and policy deficiencies. The offense identified a multitude of systemic issues related to the time of multiple RTCs, the events leading to the death, and the National Board of Investigation, which was subsequently convened, and the findings stemming from the NBOI itself, wrote Zinger. While the findings for all 6 investigations yielded subject-specific results, Zinger did discover similar findings across the RTCs, which included weak and vague and outdated policies regarding the mental health services, insufficient training to staff, a lack of efficient mental health screening for inmates, limited programs to help prepare inmates upon release, and prioritizing the use of force over therapeutic forms of interaction. Damn, this is a lot over here. So basically, yeah, this guy stepped down. Let me see if there's anything else of importance. Yeah, so this guy is stepping down because after all of this, and he's only been there for 2 years. So I don't know even what he expected on his way in. For him to even be able to to become a warden in the first place, you probably seen all of this shit for years and years and years as a guard. Okay. And maybe a sergeant guard, because you get the white shirt after a while. So he's probably stepped up in the ranks over the years. So this shouldn't be as a surprise to him that the system is very under-equipped, and to be honest, probably not planning to equip themselves anytime soon to try to meet the needs of these inmates. And I know there's some people in the chat, or maybe not in the chat, but in the audience, who are looking and saying, well, they in jail. You know what I'm saying? What did they do wrong? There's a lot of people who are in jail not because only the criminal activity that they did, but their mental health issues led to the criminal activity that they did. Okay, so if the mental health issues are addressed, then you have a way bigger chance that that person is not going to recidivize. Okay, in layman's term, that person is not going to end up back in jail in the next 2 months because his mental health or his or her mental health issues weren't addressed. And let's just punish them rather than trying to get to the root of the problem. So I'm not really big on, bigging up the wardens or the guardies or anything like that, but I do commend him for, I guess, dodging the bullet. Okay, because at the end of the day, I feel like he still has some accountability. You're part of that system. Like I said, you're not going to be able to be a warden without going up in steps in the ranks in the system. So you've been maybe a part of it, seen it, maybe guilty to some of the same bullshit that some of the guards put people through. When they see somebody's definitely mentally ill and they still beat the shit out of them, hey, it could have been you. So maybe you're feeling a little bit of guilt at the same time. I don't know. I'm just speaking from what I'm reading from this post on Reddit, aka article, okay? And I think it's a Toronto Star article that I'm reading over here. But yeah, no salutes for anybody. I got no salutes for anybody. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, gang. I was thinking of somebody to salute, but no salute for anybody. I got one more thing I want to show you guys before we get out of here. Because I know I talk about a lot of crime and, you know, drama that's going on in the city, poverty. I show you guys a lot of wild shit. However, Toronto's not the worst place to live in the world. I think the people over here in Toronto already know, but maybe for people outside that might not know, Toronto is one of the top 10 safest places to live in the world. All right. The statistics come out every year, and I think people forget as soon as this you know, the timeline gets washed over by something else. And then we feel like every day it's like Chicago over or south side of Chicago over here. It ain't like that. It does get like that. Don't get it twisted. A lot of these niggas is knuckleheads. They'll shoot you for nothing. But in all actuality, Toronto is one of the safest cities in the world. I'm going to pull up something courtesy of RTN, right? Real Toronto News. Oh, shit. My bad. Mad Russian. I'm sorry. He called his page the Real Toronto News. Yo, Real Toronto News. I'm sorry, just quick sidetrack before I get to the story. Real Toronto News. Did you ask the Mad Russian, the guy who made the Real Toronto DVD back in 2005, if you're allowed to use the Real Toronto, if you're allowed to put the words real and Toronto next to each other in a sentence for your Instagram page? Because if you didn't, I don't know, you might have to put a full wall of posts just dedicated to him. Because guess what? Just in case you didn't know, the Mad Russian created the Real Toronto DVD back in 2005. Okay, just have to let you know. Sorry, just a quick sidetrack, gang. Quick sidetrack. But salute to Real Toronto News and Real Toronto Canada, who posted this over here. So Toronto is ranked 6th in safest city in the world. So let's check the stats. Tokyo is number 1. Singapore, number 2. Osaka, Japan, number 3. Amsterdam, number 4. Sydney, Australia, number 5. And number 6, I see what they did right there. The Sixers, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. And listen, for Trump talking about the National Guard, we need to get the National Guard over there in Washington. Fam, Washington, D.C. is number 7 on the list. Stop this. Copenhagen, number 8. Seoul, Korea, number 9. It's supposed to be a number 9 over there. And Melbourne, number 10. Not bad. Not bad. Yo, why do you keep on saying more like unhoused Russian? Is he unhoused or homeless, for like what we used to say back in 2024? Is he unhoused? I'm not here to make fun or anything. Like, is that facts? Right? Send him something. You know what I mean? I'm not even trying to diss. But yeah, this is what it is, man. So when people talk about, yo, Toronto, it's crazy. Oh shit. I showed you guys a video from Reading the Streets earlier, just now. It can get crazy. All right. Jane and Finch has a share of problems. Areas in Scarborough have their share of problems. All over Toronto has their share of problems. But for the average person, when you're walking around, you don't have that feeling of danger, in my opinion. Okay? And I'm talking about just the regular civilian. Maybe me, myself, like I always got to think, because I'm a public figure, I got to think a little bit more. But when I wasn't walking around like, oh, somebody's going to snatch my chain. Somebody's going to try to take my wallet out of my pocket. Right? These things I've heard has been happening in the downtown area, and there's little spikes here and there. But for the most part, I remember when I used to go to New York when I was a kid, and they used to instill fear in my mind, like, yo, listen, make sure to don't put no wallet in your back pocket. Don't put any of your jewelry on. Like my mom's used to be like, especially when I started becoming a teenager and stuff, and I would go to New York with my mom Dukes or meet her over there. Sometimes I'd go by myself and meet my mom and my mom in New York. And she'd tell me, boy, make sure to not be wearing all that jewelry when you come down here to Brooklyn, you know. Like, sorry, let me translate. She'd be like, don't be wearing all that jewelry when you come to Brooklyn. Okay? Because like they would just instill this thing in your brain, like, yo, man, will snatch your chain. You know, it's just crazy all the time. When I would come back to Toronto, I would feel like I ain't even gonna lie, a little bit of a sense of relief. Oh, now I can put my jewelry back on and walk downtown or walk in Parkdale or whatever. Like, there wasn't just always this sense of danger around the corner, even though, yes, it can happen. But in comparison to a lot of American cities, it ain't like that. All right? Don't ever get that twisted, because a lot of people will have this misconception, or some of these rap niggas will try to play it up super crazy so that, you know, they could look harder for the audience. It ain't always like that. It's not shoot 'em up, bang, bang, bang every day in their hood, fam. Okay? And I know sometimes it's underreported. In Jungle, there's not a shooting every day. Okay? In Galloway, right? The Galloway area of Scarborough, there is shootings, but there's not one every day. Not every other day. Like when you hear like these statistics, when you hear about Chicago, 600 shootings or what 600 murders in 1 year, like, nah, B, it ain't like that over here. It's like that, but it ain't like that. Right? Even if I was to go and pull up some statistics. Let's see what ChatGPT says. Let's go to see what the AI is just saying. We ain't on Google no more. We on these AIs now. How many homicides in Toronto for 2025? Let's take a look here. Let's go to ChatGPT. So it says, and let me just see over here. As of May of 2025, Toronto police services have reported 11 homicides, a 67% drop compared to 33% by 2024. And that's May. Why is there uncertainty? The 37 homicide count from the third party list rather than former. Okay, so maybe it's 37. Okay, 37 as of November 2025. This is full homicides. I'm not talking about shootings, stabbings, attempts, stuff like that. I'm talking about mans went, they fully stabbed somebody and they died, or they fully shot somebody and they died. Okay? Full planned first degree, second degree homicide. It's not a lot. Obviously, RIP to anybody who's passed. It should be zero, but it's never going to be zero in a major metropolitan city that has at least 3 million people or 3 to 4 million people as the Toronto core itself. And then if you include the whole GTA, we're talking about 6 million people. Like, bruh. And I might be flipping those stats, but y'all know what I mean. It's not so bad. 37 homicides? Can we look up Chicago? Let's see here. How many homicides? I can't even spell today. In Chicago for 2025. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my God. Yo. You guys see the shit on the screen, fam? As of November 30th of 2025, Chicago has recorded 390 homicides this year. The lowest annual total in life over a decade is if the trend holds. We are baby food compared to this, bro. I'm sorry, fam. I'm not even trying to diss the man them. Yo, this is a cakewalk, fam. 37 homicides compared to 390, and they're saying that this is a downward trend. So, we're doing great. Only 390 homicides, okay? Not car accidents, accidental killings, homicides. 390 compared to 37. I'm not going to lie to be and niggas are going to hate me for saying this. Niggas be doing a lot of capping over here, bro. I'm not asking you guys to catch more bodies. But, like, niggas is acting like it's, oh, my God, I can't survive in Toronto. You know, it's like I got to look over my shoulder for bullets. Bullets whizzing by me every time I leave my block. Like, nah, nigga, you lying. Only 37 bodies dropped this year, bro. We're in December. And again, I'm not asking for more. I'm just saying, don't believe the hype, okay? Don't believe sometimes a lot of these rappers who be trying to overhype shit, all right? Toronto's bad, but it ain't 390 murders in a year on a good side. Because on a bad side, what does it say over here on ChatGPT? AKA ChatGPT. GPT. What was the worst year? This is a 30% drop. Yo. Worst, let's see this. Worst year for homicides in Chicago. In the Chi. Let's see what they say here. Oh. Brethren. You know we got more people in Toronto than Chicago. You know this, right? I don't know if you guys know this. We have more population of people in Toronto than Chicago. In 1974, 970 murders. Okay? In 1992, 948 homicides, broski. 1994, 930. Bruh. They have been going through a decline, so good for them. But look at this, 2016, 762 homicides, bro. Y'all niggas gotta chill. I'm talking about the Toronto niggas. I can't speak for the Chicago guys. But you guys in Toronto gotta chill, bro. It ain't that bad, bro. Anytime you hear people saying, oh, Toronto's like a mini Chirac. No, it ain't. That's cap. Niggas only caught 37 bodies over here. And listen, I commend that. Thank you. Catch less. Maybe cut that in half next year. Okay? But niggas only caught 37 bodies and compared to 390 bodies that these guys caught over there in the south side of Chicago property. It's not probably the whole of Chicago. It's probably all mostly centered to the south side of Chicago. So y'all niggas need to chill. All right? You're overwoofing the thing. Man, them are not that gangster. The gangsters who are gangster, leave me alone. I know y'all catch bodies. But the rest of y'all who be rap capping out there, you ain't catching no bodies. Because if you did, there'd be at least 100 or 300. Y'all, there's 37. We got 6 million people. You got to relax. Holy. That's yo, those Chicago statistics that's disturbing, fam. Damn. Pray for Chicago. All right? Toronto's okay. All right. We'll be all right. Pray for Chicago. Pray for places that it's really dramatic. All right. These baby food ass niggas, man. Let's end this live, man. That shit is just insane, bro. Salute to Toronto, man. Sixth safest city in the world. All right. I'm proud. But yeah, we'll end it there. What do I got for the weekend? What's tomorrow? Saturday? Oh, yeah. We dropping that interview, okay? Michael Cammage, one of the 12 jurors in the Brianna Warner murder trial, okay? Insane interview, 1 hour plus interview, getting all of the intimate details. This is going to be a legendary interview that's going to be used probably for multiple documentaries in the future because he ain't gone nowhere else and spoke for an hour. Not yet. Okay? So big salute to Michael Cammage. Look out for that interview premiering over here on this channel, 6 p.m. tomorrow. I will see you guys in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button on the way out. We are off of this. Doses.